I was snuggling my wife and puppies. Too tired to participate.
Alright, stream is live for the first time tonight.
Okay. This looks right. Okay, Mythic Exiles. Oof. Gosh, I thought there was some kind of weird yet awesome Scooby-Doo one-shot for charity. Ugh. Okay, that seems good. All right, back to normal. All right. A little bit of late start. Sorry, I needed food. I'm trying to learn to take care of my human body or whatever. Blah 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 bullshit. So apparently you got to feed it and stuff. It's the worst. Anyways, a lot happened last week, and we left off at kind of a crazy spot. So we're definitely going to need a recap here to remember, I guess, who's still alive for starters would be good. And we have a Faxpiration question, and we're going to go for, let's see, what do you got for us? Great die of Faxpiration generation. Oh, an easy one. Okay.
Keep it light,
things have been kind of rough. That makes sense. All right. Oh, that's nice. Fuck. All right. What battle has been the most memorable? What battle in the campaign has been the most memorable for your character? That's a good question.
It's
a good question. There's been a lot of battles. 90 sessions, 91 sessions. So I'm curious to hear. Would anybody like to take it away for the recap?
I can do the recap if nobody else is interested.
Yeah,
all right, I'll turn on the recap filter. Nice.
Okay. Now, should I do the recap from Sibo's perspective?
I mean, if you feel like you could do it, yeah.
No, I couldn't do it justice. Plus, it is very NSFW. So.
Oh, fair. Okay. I mean, for anybody no, stop. All right, take it away.
Right. So, last session. So Esther controlling me. We came across him trying to bully King Stavros into going down into the underground caves to try and get our things. And then it occurs to me, well, if I'm going to throw his ass down there, I mean, it occurs to Esther that, we need rope. So we go in search of rope. And we come across Maya, Elise, and my mum. Because apparently Elise can reach out to Kyra through the power of prayer. Not any other gods, but that is something at least. And of course, Maya being Maya with an extreme wisdom score and tremendous insight, immediately picks up on the fact that I'm not myself. And of course, Mum does as well with her true sight. And they're trying to figure things out. They realize that they need to deafen themselves in order to combat the effects of the creature that we've been facing down in the depths of the island. And as we are going in search of the others, we of course come across Sibo bonking the brains out of Nessa. Life finds a way.
Or a need.
Oh no!
And so we meet up with Oren and the rest, and we decide that we have to be able to jar everyone back to reality, but we need to come up with a battle plan. Esther's plan is to go and do battle, but we do manage to seek out Idilla, who has managed to keep herself by keeping her leg in a perpetual state of being broken, and she's managed to hold all kinds of magic artifacts that we are going to use. And then we take a visit to Tyrone, the other warlord, weapons dealer type fellow, and he is deaf, so he was completely unaffected. So with all of our ears plugged, we go down into the abyss, reach in the creature's pit, and come coming across Andronikos' form, dissected and splayed out on the far side of the grotto, but he's still somehow alive. Thank goodness for that. And we try to set ourselves up in the best positions possible, trying to lead with a strong opening salvo, but the creature seems to be able to shake it off for the most part. It just keeps coming. We trade blows, and unfortunately Maya gets focused on and goes down hard. One silver lining to this is that I am now back in the driver's seat. And we will persevere, but at what cost?
All right, fantastic. Go ahead and take your point of DM inspiration. This is the first week in a long time that there has not been a fanspiration for a certain one-armed man.
Told him to save it up and spread the love, you know.
Hold on. 1.5.
Oh, well, that is because I have been very busy and I have not really streamed enough, I think, for people to get them sweet points. So also people thought I'd have to drop the point system because I was going to drop my affiliate. So there was sort of a run on the bank where everybody was kind of cashing in channel points to get inspo. But now, I guess a lot of people felt that way. So Twitch and YouTube were like, let's just be bros. So now you can stream to YouTube and Twitch simultaneously.
Yeah, I saw that. I was wondering if that was going to change how we were going to handle things.
Yeah, Twitch looking at their numbers dropping, and they were like, "Oh shit, we gotta do something here instead of just."
Oh man, when Sensei Suplex was like, he's got like 5K Twitch followers or whatever, but only like 500 YouTube. So he and I are like basically opposite stats in that way. And he was just like, yeah, I need to get those YouTube numbers up because that's really where the action's at. YouTube there. So he dropped his affiliate on purpose so that he could simulcast or whatever. Because right now, we have to wait 24 hours before we can put anything we've done on Twitch onto YouTube. As part of our affiliate agreement, whatever. Me and Red. And I guess Lex is now affiliate also. So,
Would you guys be able to simultaneously do YouTube at the same time, or that requires
now we will be now. Yeah. We'll just tell it like, yo, send it to both, and then it'll just Streamlabs will just send it to both platforms.
Nice.
Yeah, I have that set up when I stream events for work. I had other duties of the sign situation. Anyways, sweet. Okay, so who would like to answer the factspiration question? You never know when a D8 added to a roll might come in handy.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. But,
yeah, okay. Oren, what battle in the campaign has been the most memorable for your character?
I mean, if anybody else wanted in, I'd be willing to roll for it.
You're good.
Can I guess, Oren's?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Okay.
I'm guessing the fight with Hurgeron.
Oh shit! I mean,
or the fight where you got eaten by wolves.
No, not that one. The Hurgeron fight was pretty fun. I did like bullying Hurgeron fresh off the level 6 Mage Slayer feat.
I meant the second one.
Oh, that was a pretty. I didn't like that one as much. It was that one was pretty bullshit. No, I was gonna say the battle with the twins, with the Lutheria twins. That was pretty rad. It had a really solid lead-in with the Sibo, Julian, and Oren at the dinner with them while the infiltration was going on with the B team, Maya, Andronicus, Sibo, Callister, Helise. And then we had like the whole thing as we were coming back, and just as you guys were making your way onto the upper levels with the Chimera and then the fight, Maya and Oren were trying to work on whatever this guy's name was. I forget the dude's name.
Trellis.
Trellis, yeah. And then you've got Sibo and the sister vying for control of the Chimera's mind, as Julian's up on top of the temple, just blasting magic missiles off the side of it.
I mean, I was still at like a pretty squishy place at that point in time, so I didn't want to be too close.
No, it was rad. And then you had like Andronicus and Lise in the bottom trying to, and then it was kind of it was a bittersweet ending because lost like half the kidnappees. So, but yeah.
Yeah.
definitely a memorable fight. I remember one time, yeah, Lawrence got his back against the door as this guy's scything his way into it. My like 6 health between the two of us. Yeah, it was pretty rad.
All right, take your faxpiration. Right. Speaking of fights, we actually left off in the middle of a fight, so we'll go back beneath
Nearly forgot.
the sandstone and limestone of Exile Island and into the dank quicksand-filled catacombs beneath they're not catacombs, but
Is it just me or does Crash sound different?
do I sound
Different? How so?
Okay, now it sounds right.
Okay. Weird.
Okay, never mind. Yeah.
Yeah, you were
Alright.
sounding a little wonky there for a bit. Maybe it was the sepia tone.
No, this headset's trying its best, but I don't know. I bought a off-brand cable to replace the cable when it broke, but I also ordered the real cable. But then the real cable came in, but I'm still using the off-brand cable, so I might just switch to the real cable. Since I keep getting like if the cable is like touched the wrong way, or if it is bumped the wrong way, it seems to like mess up the sound. So it seems like an off-brand cable thing to do. Yeah.
Hold on
But
a second, guys. I just had a can of soda explode in my fridge. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Shit.
So I've decided that my actual backup character, I'm just gonna switch and play Sibo, and then Ariel just play Nox.
Well, what we could do is just tell Ari that you're still on Exile Island each week, and then he'll come up with he'll come up with a new excuse not to play with us. Like each week, he'll just come up with a new excuse.
Volcano into the house. Can't get in.
Yeah, episode like 119, he'll be like, "You guys still on Mythic? Are you guys still doing that Mythic Exiles bullshit on Exile Island?" And you'd be like, "Yeah, rough. Oh. You know what they say? 23rd tries the charm."
At this point, yeah.
Yeah. Good times. All right.
We've all gone through 4 new characters, and we're still here.
Well, what's your character like? Oh, he's a halfling warlock. Oh yeah, you went halfling warlock too? Exactly. Exactly.
Got a really fucked up relationship with his patron and everything.
Yeah. All right. So, grab the Musax from this week. Oh, last Sunday. Go back. Almost there. Oh, did you guys see that the signups were there for the extra life stuff? I mean,
Yep. I saw that.
It's been up for almost like 8 hours. Just there's only been 2 people.
I'm getting married that weekend, my dude.
Does your girlfriend know?
Does my girlfriend know? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I cleared it with her first.
Is she gonna be there? Or?
Consent support.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. That's cool. I mean, it's different times now. It's different times.
I can miss it if you guys need me to.
Oh yeah. Can you play? Can you play for Nathan while he's at his wedding? Is that?
I think I could manage.
Okay. Okay.
That's
it's a one-time
words
sort of thing. You're just gonna have to build the weirdest fucking character and then roleplay it for however long. Like,
no, I think she could roleplay as whatever you got going on. If it's Andronicos, I bet you could pull it off.
It's gonna be some extreme telephone game because she's gonna be playing Sibo as played by Nathan. So it's gonna be like 3 players deep on one character. So
okay, she's in the Witchlight game we play in, so she has exposure to the players.
Ooh,
so I'm sure that,
yeah. All right. Sounds like we got. Sounds like we got Julian back. All right. When we left off, when Will so rudely reminded me that I have to be on this better routine for my early work hours. I think Kyra's turn was up because the creature had just whooped some ass or something. All right.
Yeah.
Top of the round.
All right. So she looks down at Dick Butt as he rubs his elemental nutsack against this creature's bony carapace. She looks back at Maya, who's on the ground. She looks at Julian and sees that in the windows of his soul, she sees her son and not her hated nemesis. and she, man.
Anybody else not on the map yet?
Oh,
I'm
what?
restarting just to
Oh,
see if it.
I
that
was
was it.
gonna.
Is this
Yeah,
is all theater of the mind, right? Is that
Yeah,
not how
yeah.
we do this anymore? Okay.
Yeah, Mythic Exiles has been theater of the
got-
mind since the beginning.
According to the survey I sent out, like 40-something% of people are okay with either or for maps. So
Wait, so was the second survey you sent out? Was it supposed to be exactly the same as the first survey?
yeah. It was just like I was just trying to get some more people.
Okay, because I went to take it and I was like, wait a minute, this looks familiar.
All right, so let's see. What is she gonna do? You're down. She's a miss. That's not really gonna help. She doesn't want anybody else to go down. All right, Oren. She's gonna go way back. She's gonna use Zombie Song on you.
Do I have to be able to hear it?
Oh shit.
Yeah, we're all deafened.
Oh, and then she can't do it because she's countersinging it.
Wait, do you know ASL? Can she cite it to you?
Or doesn't know fucking ASL. Come on.
Fair enough. All right.
It would be TSL. It would be Thylea Sign Language.
Oh, excuse me. You're right. It should TSL.
Yeah, oh yeah, well yeah, you know TSL now.
Okay,
I don't
so
think
she's gonna maintain the song anyways. So
random thing, they did add sign language to the languages for 1D&D, which I thought was
Yeah.
pretty cool.
oh,
That is.
absolutely, yeah, it's gonna be extremely fun to bring that back in. When I was a boy, we only had drow sign language, and every murder hobo took it. For better murdering. Not because we were woke.
You could
not 'cause
murder
we-
secretly. You could plan it right with people right there.
Yeah, we were not a bunch of woke white and Asian kids in the 90s. We just wanted a silent way to communicate murdering people. So,
Which
anyways,
Hey, the path to wokeness takes strange detours. I don't know.
she
Paved
points
with many
fiercely at Orin to say that it is Orin's turn. The
Alright.
creature, not happy with her interruptions, is going to bring its many heads to bear. Because 2 of the heads have lost their armor, it's only making 3 attacks now. Because it doesn't want to mash its adorable face against you. Boy, look at the cute face. So here we go. 1, a 2, and a 3. And it will also try and grab her. All right.
Okay, she does have a +2 from Julian being adjacent with a shield. Plus
Oh,
the
very
AC.
nice. Julian, you protect your mom from all 4 of these attacks. In fact, one of them is going to cause a complication. That complication is a sudden shift. You and a random creature within 20 feet swap places. Movement used so complications does not provoke opportunity attacks. If there are no creatures within range, nothing happens. That's a lot of creatures within range. So we're going to go Fire Elemental, Dick Butt, Orin, Maya, you're an object now. Halise, King, and Julian. So that's a D6. Yep.
Orin.
All right, so Orin, not only does she point at you, she fucking like high fives you as she, in order to avoid the attacks, slips and slides down the embankment, and you kind of like use this opportunity as you're clinging to the creature's back to scrabble your way up to where she was.
Is
Alright, fair
is
enough.
wait, it's Kyra and Orin switching places?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he has.
Alright,
It'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So.
gotta
Because
unpause.
I thought it was the creature who switches, but
Oh
yeah.
no! It says you and a random creature. You guys are all creatures. Yeah, creature and actor are used interchangeably.
Oh, what I mean is that it's the creature was the one. I mean the Hydra.
Oh,
monster thing was the one
it
who
made
did-
the change. Oh, you're right. So yeah, it would be Orin. Yeah, so I guess nothing happens. Never mind.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right.
Wait,
Okay.
we don't reverse it now.
It
I'm
doesn't
grappling
really
him.
move.
Okay, so there you go.
Yeah,
Done.
there we go.
All right,
Perfect.
sweet.
Can we switch places that I'm not adjacent to the fire elemental?
Yeah, that's fine.
Nice. All right, can I get a unpause, please?
Oh, sure.
Nice.
And then Orin, you're up.
All right. Okay, so I'm still grappled. He does have freedom of movement from being oiled up, so he'll spend 5 feet of movement to slip out of the creature's grasp.
Nice.
Okay. So I think first things first. He's gonna take a deep breath and second wind here, so we can get a little health going. Let's see, second wind. Very nice.
Okay, that's a good second wind.
All right, feeling a little bit better about our chances here. Okay, so to take stock, we've got 2 flabby heads, 2 hard heads. Well, 3 if you include the main one. Two of them are singing, the still hard ones.
Correct.
All right.
It seems that for each additional head past the first that is singing, the penalty is more and more extreme for your saves.
Yeah, can I reach confirmable with my 10-foot reach?
Yeah, that would work.
Okay. In that case, we're gonna end the grapple. All right, Oren is gonna slash out with the +3 spear. Just kind of reach up, trying to stab. He sees these other flabby heads flying around. Yeah, he's gonna try and find a nook in this creature's armor and try to lever it open. So we'll do 1. All right, and 2.
Oh shit!
32
32 and a 29. Yeah, those are both gonna hit.
Okay, because I got the potion of heroism, so I have a bless going. That's why.
Oh, okay,
Alright,
okay.
Yeah, so 32 and 29, so 26 damage onto confirmable. Just 2 quick stabs into him.
You see the armor crack and break apart, revealing the hideous head beneath.
Mm-hmm. It is indeed hideous. Is it keep singing?
It does keep singing, but it does not look like it'll be used for biting.
It doesn't? Okay.
I mean, it sure looks like it could bite you, but it doesn't seem to want to bite without its without an armor. It's likely the biting puts it within range for the head to be hit, and it doesn't want the head to get hit.
Okay, nice. Yeah. Okay.
You don't think it's for any lack of teeth or chomping power?
Okay, in that case, action, bonus action, I think that is what I got. Yeah. Alright. Oren will pass 2. Not sure if he knows what went down with Maya. I guess he was like being held into a fire elemental. So he'll just shout out, Julian, how... Oh, I forgot, no, we're deaf. Never mind. It's a silent match. Alright, we'll just pass to Julian.
Alright.
All right.
Over to Julian. Julian, as it passes to, or as play is passed to you, it is going to. Oren's still hurting it pretty bad, so yeah, it's going to try and grab Oren, and then it's gonna try to bite Oren with its last 2 heads.
He grabs me. Second's a miss. Last's a hit.
All right, so 7 psychic and 13 piercing. All right, Julian, to you.
How high is the ceiling?
Let's see where you guys are standing. The ceiling's about 15 feet. So if you take that out into the room, what the pit goes about 40 feet down. So you know, at its lowest point to the highest point, that room would be 55, maybe 60 feet. You imagine that if this creature were to follow you, it would be kind of crawling. But based on its weird kind of centipede worm-like body, you don't think that that would hamper it.
All right. Well, it still has me in its grasp. I'm still on fire. I'm going to take a chance here. I'm going to bonus action second wind, since I still have access to Esther's things. I know that I have to roll to see if he comes back, but running a little low on health. What level would that second wind be at?
We'll just put it the same as Oren, so we'll do a 3d10.
Okay.
This is some stolen valor shit. It's a 30-10 plus.
Borrowed? It's
8.
borrowed. It's not like I wanted this.
No, just take it. Why don't you have my action surge as well? Take it all.
Well, look, he picked the gifted one. You picked the doomed one. He gets gifts. You get doom. It's pretty. It's on the can. Look at this motherfucker over here reenacting a scene from Event Horizon. He picked haunted one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. And then look at the empty seat where Ari should be sitting. He picked lost one.
And we
Yeah,
lost
everybody's
him.
doing it.
Very
Yeah.
fucking thematic.
Yeah. Look at Dom. He picked dead one. You know? Like this is how it happens.
Rough one to pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy to roleplay though.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
It should be plus 8.
Oh, plus 8. Oh,
I mean,
then
I
I'll-
assume
So another
you-
5, so that brings it up to 32,
3.
33.
32,
Yeah.
32. Yeah. I can't do math.
Oh, yeah.
I'm stressed.
all right.
No, wait.
Added on,
Yeah,
added on those extra 5 points. So, and now I'm
Okay.
going to are all the heads sort of clustered together up top, where I could catch them all with like another fireball, or are they kind of all over the place?
I mean, they're definitely all over the place, but you could definitely catch them in a fireball.
All right.
Yeah.
In that case, I'm going to.
I'm mostly keeping them there because there was so much shit stacked on the body, it was hard for me to access the heads. So
Right. I'm going to aim so as to not catch anyone else, but I'm going to upcast a 3rd level fireball to a 4th, and try and remove the last of the armor, or just possibly burn away some of the heads.
all right, let's do it.
I'm clicking roll and it's not giving me anything. Hold on.
Just do throw a 96 out there.
Yeah, it's not rolling off the sheet for whatever reason. I'll just do 96.
I'm sure we'll see it in a couple minutes.
Go phone it in. Nice.
Oh, that's a good
Oh.
fire. That's a good fireball. Oh shit. Okay. Here's a save.
Dang, that is a really.
Oh,
Oh
all
my
right.
God.
So, as it takes all of that damage, there is a shattering sound as all of its bony carapace bakes and cooks, and then the meat beneath boils and expands, and then the outer shell shatters.
Yeah.
Oh god. Do
How
you have
many-
luck for this? I hope not.
How many fireballs does it take to get to the center of whatever the fuck this thing is?
So we got that cutie right there. Yeah, I think all the animated effects and whatnot on this guy, it's weighing real heavy on the old Foundry. And then the body. You could do it. Believe in yourself. There we go.
Oh, jeez. Holy shit. So we have to like fucking. Were there more heads that burst
I
forward?
now realize what this reminds me of. It's like from the fucking album art for The Wall.
Hmm.
Right. Oh, I know what I gotta do. Boop, boop. There we go. Now they can all dance. Okay.
On a sidewalk when it just rained.
Yeah. Let's see.
Was this a phase transition?
It is a phase transition. So if you guys would like, it was going to strip any stats effects away, so it's no longer on fire. I mean, there's fire elementals all over it though, so good luck with that. And then let's see. You guys can spend a hit die if you would like. I mean, those of you who are
And Crash, how much fire damage would I take? 1d10?
Yeah, fire damage. Yes, on your turn you take 1d10 because you've not been put out yet. Right.
A light singeing.
A light singeing. Right. Okay, this creature is very agitated and very excited. It seems to be moving much faster now without its armored carapace. And as you shatter that, you can see that the creature is obviously changing up some of its methods here.
Oh, fuck.
All right. In response to taking that damage, each head is begins to scream and wail. So everyone within 5 feet of the creature, you take 5 points of psychic damage.
This regardless of deafened.
Correct. This is a psychic scream, so it's just going right into your heads. It is sharing the pain that it is experiencing with all of you.
And I gotta check. This isn't a spell-like effect or anything that I could attack him on.
Oh no! This is man. Yeah, this is just a natural, innate defense mechanism of the creature,
All right.
like a skunk spraying you.
And
I think
Julian
I
is
think I would get a
resistant to
reaction.
psychic damage, so I only take half.
All right, sweet. All right. So that brings us to you pass to.
Oh, right. So let's pass to Elise.
Okay. All right, Elise, you are up.
I look down at Maya's corpse and sob.
Okay, good roleplay. Good roleplay.
No, that's the turn. No,
really?
look-
Oh wow,
You
a very good
bastard.
roleplay. All right.
I've already been told I
Elise,
can't transfer malady.
You did that
dead.
against a great boar, and all your allies died. You sure you want to do that again?
Yeah, it's true. I've grown since then.
Yeah.
I'm a. You might say I'm a completely different person. I will. I guess just fucking divine strike because I can't do fucking shit.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
Yeah. All right. You blast it for 8 points of
Alright.
damage.
Orin, 8 temp HP.
shit! I'll take that.
All right. As the creature is injured,
God damn it.
throws out 5 psychic damage to everybody nearby.
Orin, 3 temp HP.
Well, as long as it's 2 steps forward and 1 step back, you know.
Yeah, I don't have fuck all for.
Oh, I also rolled this guy in who's mad at Maya's allies. So
Just have him go on Maya's turn.
oh, that's true.
With
Actually,
Sibo
Maya, why
being
don't we
so
have
far?
Yeah, why don't we have you control it on your turn? There we go.
Fucking hell.
With Sibo being so far out of the way, is he still dealing with the psychic damage?
No, it's within 5 feet of the
Okay.
creature. You're right to do it because it's grappling you with its long ass arms. So you would
Right.
still, you would still be within 5 feet of it, basically.
Yeah,
So-
I still have access to the fire.
yeah. All right, sweet. Tear their shit up. You know how it do.
Is an
Wait,
attack
literally
roll
tear
an
its shit up. Go into its cloaca.
Oh, that's deep down in the quicksand.
Oh, never mind that.
All right.
All right,
Is
yeah.
an
Talk
attack roll
on
an
it, then.
ability check? I can't remember.
It's nice, fleshy time. To...
Elise, anything else in your turn?
Is an attack roll an ability check? I can't remember. if it
No. An
counts.
ability check is like initiative or a skill check.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Or
will
can-
pass to Stavros.
Okay. All right. As you pass to Stavros, you see that given the situation the creature finds itself in, there's no holding back now. It is going to lunge forward at who would it lunge forward at? Who has been hurting it the most? Julian kind of messed it up pretty bad with that fireball. All right. Julian, it's going to attack you with all 5 heads.
Okay.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right.
And then it will try, because Orin, it let you go to try and claw at you again. So it will try and grab you again with this.
Isn't he already he's still grappled?
It only has the 2 arms, and it didn't let go of Julian, and then it tried to claw at him before. So
I'm grabbed.
Oh yeah.
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 yeah, so yeah. All right.
All right. So when it starts attacking, Julian will shield. First one will definitely hit.
right.
Trying to scroll back and take a look at all of it. First one hits. So is it just a +2 with the shield wall going?
You have nobody adjacent with a shield, so it's just a +1.
Okay, just +1. Okay.
Okay, so
Second one misses.
27's going to hit, and the 29's going to hit.
All right.
And then it gets a consequence. Oh, sorry, a complication. Morale boost. All creatures allied against you gain advantage on their next attack roll, saving throw, or ability check.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's nice. All right, so Julian, you're looking at 26 piercing, and then 10 psychic. And then you're looking
Is
at...
Is that halved or not?
If you have psychic damage, then you would have it, yep.
Okay.
And then you've got a 27 coming in for 7 piercing and 4 psychic, and then which you would have. And then finally, you got a nothing, because the 29 was directed at Orin.
Yep, yeah, I took that.
All right, so I'll delete these to kind of clear the chat a little bit. There we go. All right, and you have shield going, and everyone's got a morale boost. Okay. So, Halise, who did you pass to?
Stavros.
Stavros, right. All right. Stavros and his 11 hit points. He sees that the opportunity is now. This creature is badly injured. He's going to use supporter commander, and he's going to use it on Julian. And he's going to tell he's going to slap you on the back and just shout super loud, attack.
Stavros uses attack.
He's like a Pokemon trainer. This is Pokemon.
All
All right.
Too bad Julian can't hear him.
I think
I think I get the gist.
Yeah.
this has been happening most of the fight. All right, so you hit
Yeah.
the creature again. Very nice. All right, and that's all he's going to do for now. He will go ahead and pass to... God, there's not a lot of good options here.
Sibo's alive and well, yeah.
Sure, he'll pass to Sibo. All right, what do we got going over there, Sibo? Sibo, your allies are getting root over there.
Well, the only thing Sibo can do, I think, is continuing to use the wand of Firebolt. So we'll do that.
All right. Oh, I was remiss. When it got damaged by Julian, it would have done 6 psychic damage to everybody within 5 feet. / who is grappled. Resistance is applied. Oof. All right. You fire off a very sad firebolt. The creature's lack of armor does not, in fact, lower its AC, because now the creature's just moving really fast. And in 5th edition, that's all they care about, is if you're, one or the other. So
Depressingly accurate.
yeah. There are other games you could play if you want more realism there. Okay. So, Sibo, who do you pass to?
Sibo will pass to...
Go for Maya.
Well, Maya's an object now, unfortunately.
Well, yeah,
but
Maya-
Fire Elemental, yeah.
Maya is a fire elemental. I will pass to Maya.
All right, Maya, you know your creator, and you know who her allies are.
So just be clear. Is it I'm hostile to everyone, or am I hostile to the person who summoned me? and their allies.
So per Conjure Elemental, the elemental is friendly to you and your companions, but if your concentration is broken, the elemental doesn't disappear. Instead, it becomes hostile towards you and your companions.
Okay.
So it is.
That doesn't say it doesn't become unhostile to the other.
I would say that as an elemental, you don't like being summoned. So you're gonna take out your frustration on who your summoner's
Whoever's at
known,
hand.
your summoner's known allies. The closest
Alright.
one is this guy right here, who's culturally appropriating
Wh-
you by setting himself on fire.
Would this other fire elemental be an enemy?
Ooh, I guess it would, but I don't think your fire elemental is dumb
Would
as
the
a sack
union
of
allow that?
rocks.
Yeah,
They would. Yeah, they
Alright,
just
here you go.
be
Oren.
humping each other. Yeah. I mean,
Just-
he is very punchable. Like, I feel like most people would probably want to punch this guy or not touch him. I don't know.
Yeah, let
So.
me check here. Does he have a multi? Yeah, too. All right, so this is after. I guess this is after Oren.
All right.
I have partial cover being held by this creature.
But I will get. Wait, is the game paused? Okay.
Sorry. Yeah.
I will get as close as possible to Oren to hit him. I don't know
Okay.
if he's far in it.
All right. So as you travel up this creature's body, it is set ablaze again.
I'll start hitting. He has multi attack, so 2. 1, 2.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Second one hits. It's
The
first
combination of like the dodging and the fire, it's incredible. Edge browser's proving its worth. Okay. Maya, who do you want to pass to? You got Andronikos, the science experiment.
Andronicus then.
All right. As you pass to Andronikos, since the creature took fire damage from being set on fire, it does 3 psychic damage to everyone within 5 feet of it, plus Julian. And it's going to use its last Paragon. I think it's its last Paragon. To attack. What do we got here? We got Julian still. We got the King. We got Kyra. Everybody's causing this thing problems. Oren. Alright, here we go. It's going to do 1 for Oren. 1 for Julian. 1 for Kyra. 1 for Stavros. And 1 for Halise.
Okay.
Alright, so
19 would hit. I will do this.
Stavros drops.
Let's see. Do nothing. Let's see. So that's 18, so 9 total.
Alright. Julian, 26.
That hits.
Okay, so 7 piercing, 4 psychic. No, wait.
Still
No.
up,
No.
just.
The 26 was against. Yeah, I went Oren, Julian, Kyra, Stavros, Halise. Okay. Kyra's not hit. Stavros is dropped. Halise, you're hit for 15 piercing, 4 psychic. All right. Andronikos, what are the 2 words that you utter? Okay, that's 1.
One. Crap. There we go. That's 2.
All right. Fair. All right, who do you pass to going to the next round?
Pass it to dude.
Oh man, the start in pass to who?
Yeah, pass to Oren.
All right, straight to Oren.
All
right,
take a
Oren.
D10.
Okay. Here's your D10.
Okay, I planned for this. So I have 3, but I can use this to stay up with 1. Alright. With 1 health. Action. Pull out a potion. I'm going to chug it, do a medicine check. Nice. All right. So just take the full 22. All right. Let's see. There's one. Well, actually, it should have been. I've had the potion of heroism. I think that's the only potion I've had besides the oil. Okay, so it should be a 2 of 2.
And the oil is external use only.
As recommended by a doctor. Alright. And then with that, we're going to use 5 feet of movement to escape from this creature's grapple.
Okay.
And I believe we're going to want to disengage. Alright. We're going to action disengage.
Okay.
And then we're going to, turn and try to, I'll action surge to get a disengage going. And I'm going to climb back up this fucking rope and get next to Julian.
Okay.
So I can get that shield wall bonus. Okay, so it's action. I have bonus action. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just drink the second potion as a bonus action.
Okay.
2d10 plus 2. We're saying you can't bonus action medicine check. Is that the new update?
No. You do it as part of the potion. You just can't do both effects on one potion as you go, right?
I will try to medicine check again then.
I'll check the thing real
Nice.
quick, but you can keep going.
Alright,
I think
22.
that's true.
Alright, Orin is climbing this rope. He just fucking slurps down his bandolier, gets up next to you, Julian. I used my advantage already. Get up here. He'll back up a little, get a little bit of distance here. And then, alright, so those 2 actions, bonus action, movement. I think that's all I got. I will pass 2. Let's give it to Kyra.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. She keeps singing, but she commands Elemental Dickbutt to lay into this creature. So here we go. Touch and touch. It has been touched by the Dickbutt. The first one misses. The second one is going to hit. The creature is already set ablaze, but it does take 10 fire damage. As it takes the damage, it screams, doing 3 points of psychic damage to anyone within 5 feet or who is grappled.
This Pompous Fire Elemental's been taking all the psychic as well, right?
Yeah, I've been putting it in.
Yeah.
Alright.
Dickbutt's been taking it. I think the elemental is bloodied or whatever passes for bloodied on a elemental.
Flickering? I don't know.
Kyra is now bloodied.
Fuck.
Alright. The creature is intending to steal. She refuses to back down, though. And she plans to pass to Julian. But he is going to steal instead. Going once, going twice. Alright, here we go. Okay. The creature is at the point of no return. It is too late to retreat. And so it will simply try and cause as much harm and death and sadness as possible on its way
So
out.
just real quick, rules clarification.
Uh-huh.
I'm dying. Am I allowed to steal initiative?
Yeah, if you want. If you have points to spend, sure.
Yeah. Okay, I've got one. I'll steal.
Okay. All right. So, Andronikos, you steal the initiative. The creature does not get to go. It looked like it was going to be reckless on 6 attacks. So it's...
I say, not yet. And then I pass to.
Maybe Julian.
Yeah, I'll
Deal.
pass to Julian.
Julian, if you could drop some big dick damage here, this is the time.
When do I take my fire damage? At the
big
start or at
dick
the end
damage
of the?
pass to somebody else.
Fire is at the start, but it's only a D10.
All right.
All right, here we
Okay,
go.
I'll still be up.
All right, 2 points of fire damage. No problem. No problem.
Hold your damage. Don't hit it until we can pass everybody that hasn't gone yet. What? Who said that?
That was the Andronicus in training before we got to
Yeah.
this creature.
Is that the plan? You gonna do ready an attack action?
Yeah. I'll just ready another fireball.
Oh shit. Okay. Who would you like to pass to?
Yeet.
Who's it gone yet?
Elise.
Everybody.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll
Alright.
pass to Lise.
Okay, Elise.
I'll hold a divine strike.
All right. Who
I
are you?
will pass to
Sibo.
Sibo.
And that's probably it. Sibo's got to
Yeah,
take the
Sibo
shot.
is
Go, there you go.
Yeah,
Fuck
Sibo
fire.
will let loose with another fireball.
Okay.
He's like, I'm sorry, guys. I'll try harder this time. Pew!
Let's see it. Oh, he sure did. Okay. And then Elise.
Here it is. Not great.
Okay, 17 does it. All right, and Julian.
Oh,
Oh
damn.
my goodness! Oh my
Solid.
goodness!
I'm gonna give that 5 to Julian. So 5 temp HP for Julian.
Okay. Let's see. Here's a stack save.
Technically, Julian's not within 5 feet.
He's
Oh, is it
grappled
five?
Oh,
up.
I'm within 5 feet of the enemy.
Yeah.
It's grappling me.
It's
Oh,
got- yeah.
fair
It's
enough.
touching me very inappropriately
Yeah.
right now.
all right.
All right. So as it is damaged from 3 different sources, it lets out 3 horrible series of psychic screams. Dealing 3, and then 7, and then 5 points of psychic damage. And as that fireball rolls over it, it stills. Its body drying up like a worm left out in the summer sun.
Ooh.
And it seems to have died.
It's a phase transition.
I'm not a huge fan of the seams to.
This
Its
one feel like
body
you can
kind
spend a
of
hit die.
slides and slinks down. And you hear the squelching of the quicksand, but it does not sink all the way in. Instead, just flops off to the side. You see long, sinuous tongues just lolling from the mouths that just drool all over the worm-like body of pallid flesh. Every once in a while, you see its hands twitch, and then they too go limp.
Fuck, if there's ever been a time for double tapping.
Well, I mean, there's an angry fire elemental down there. Maybe it's still
Yeah, I know
angry
we can't.
and
Yeah,
punching it.
we can't technically leave play because there's still a very angry elemental there.
Well, it can't just take out all of its rage and time on this plane of existence out on the dead thing. I mean, it's the closest enemy to it.
Well, technically, the other fire elemental is an ally. So I don't know whether they would just fire elemental punch each other and nothing would happen because they do fire damage and they're immune to fire
That's
damage.
true, and this is a Chiron fire elemental. All right, I think
Yeah,
that. I think that. This, yeah. All
The
right.
speeds on the elemental plane of fire must be really rough because they're everybody just
Because they can't
feels
really
fire.
hurt each other.
There are
Yeah.
always flame wars.
Hey, I think you just hit upon the solution. They engage in the only battle that matters in the plane of fire. When everyone's immune to fire, they begin to hurt each other's feelings. And in Ignan, they begin to run the dozens on each other.
Oh!
It's
And-
a fucking rap battle down there.
This one, trained by Kyra, goddess of memes, has the superior advantage. And it does not take long for Pompous Fire Elemental to go home. He
She
just
fucking would be the goddess of memes.
I'm assuming
All
I get a chance to put myself out.
Yes. Time begins to speed.
All right.
back up.
I'm assuming I take one more D10 before I'm able to do so.
Sure, that sounds good to me. All right. You should try my Curse of Strahd game. You seem like you really like getting hit and knocked around and stuff. So it's I think that might be a good fit for you. All right.
Does that
So
put you
you
out?
that puts him on 1 HP.
Okay. Oren,
Well, yeah, 10 HP too, though I think so.
Yeah, I have 1 hit point left.
You're looking great. All right, yeah. Oren rolls to
I always look fire.
rolls to put himself out and kind of brings out this scavenged medicine kit and is gonna quickly like look over Maya, see if yeah, I think it's pretty apparent pretty quickly that she's dead. He's gonna he rushes to the edge. He shouts over. He's gonna like rip the plugs out of his ears and shout over to Sibo. Say, Sibo, Maya's down. Bring the diamonds.
Does Sibo's magic come back?
You definitely can feel the pressure that was like surrounding you and your connection to Versi and sort of the atmosphere of the island kind of dissipating and easing up.
Can I have 40
Okay.
points to lay on hands myself?
I mean your hands aren't really connected to yourself right
no,
now.
that's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair.
I guess Sibo would have to would knowing Ari, he'd be like, "What? I didn't hear you." This goes back and forth for like a few seconds.
Yeah, honestly, with the death of the creature, as its body kind of continues to wither and deflate, Andronicus, you feel yourself beginning to lose consciousness and kind of start to drift and fade. Every time you close your eyes, the infinite void of the starry Nyx is spread out before you.
All right,
Oh shit! Does
Every
Andronicus say anything to
Every
Sibo?
time you open them back up, you see the room, but it is more and more blurry.
Yeah, Oren will make his way down the rope.
I mean, 2 words, I guess. Nyx awaits.
Faintly, you can hear the sound of your wife singing. It's the song she used to always sing to your children, put them to bed at night.
Once Sibo gets close enough, he'll just Misty Step over.
Okay.
Since he hasn't used any.
All right. Whoever you're revivifying, you got a minute to do it.
How can Oren make it up this wall?
Yeah, I mean you're out of combat, but you are
He
trying
wants
to
to do
get
it
through
quickly,
unabated.
though.
But yeah, it's fine.
He wants to do it quickly because Andronicus is fucked up. All right. Yeah. So passing Sibo, he'll rush over here. Oren will make his way to Andronicus. Kind of frowns down at the state of things. Let's see. So can Oren do like a medicine check, an anatomy check to see if there's like really anything to do here?
Yeah, I mean give me a medicine check. Or an arcana check might work as well, but medicine would probably tell you what you need to know.
Yeah, I'm gonna use an inspiration and then do medicine.
Sibo does not have Revivify on his sheet.
Oh.
I will succeed at a cost if it'll give me anything better.
Your check, what has happened to Andronicus is something out of nightmares. It is something that they do with corpses of new and unknown species back at the Academy of Mitros. At least that's what your very good medicine training tells you. When they want to truly understand a creature and pry it apart and find out what makes it tick. There have been rumors
of people using necromancy to try and keep specimens alive for as long as possible during these things, but it is illegal in the city of Mitros and viewed as sort of a one of the darker uses of magic.
Oh, fuck.
He cannot be put back together short of some kind of divine intervention. Like mortals can't cast spells past the 5th circle of magic in the setting, and regeneration would be outside of your guys' grasp. I mean, the heart of a hydra is said to have regenerative properties. But is this thing truly a hydra? And would you want your friend to consume anything that this creature had?
One's gonna leap off the ledge.
Okay.
Time is of the essence. He's just gonna. Okay, he's gonna shout up, "Tend to Maya, I'm going into the creature."
I don't have Revivify. Elise, do you have Revivify?
No, the DM is an asshole and give me banishment instead. Andronicus, the part of him that's still there, just sort of smiles as he's drifting in and out, and he just says, "Rhea singing."
The singing gets louder, actually. You're not sure if it's in the Nyx or if it's in this hellish cave. You swear to every god and those not gods that you can hear the sound of your children laughing, asking her one more time. One more time, Mater. One more time. Oren, you feel a cold hand, large hand, on your shoulder as you're getting ready to pry open one of the creature's mouths and worm your way inside.
He's frantic at this point.
Yeah, the touch feels comforting, like the touch of your mother when you were a child, or a lover when you felt the loneliest you ever have. But it also feels dangerous and unnatural. You guys watch as a tall woman, about 13 or so feet tall, with dark antlers, adorned with nightshade flowers, 3 eyes, 2 humanoid and 1 very, very alien in her forehead. She's dressed all in black robes, and she has her hand on little Oren's shoulder. She says, "Oh, Oren, are you looking for something?"
Can't have them.
Well, I must apologize. I've been looking everywhere for this little cutie.
You can have it, but I need something from it first.
It's going to be all right. Here, you. Yes, you. I don't know how you got out of your box, but you're going right back where you came from. Shame on you for hiding so well. And you hear a slurping sound as the quicksand begins to swallow the creature up.
No, and Oren's gonna try.
No, give it back. We need something from it.
Yeah, Oren's trying. He's like halfway in the mouth.
She says, "Oh, you don't want whatever this creature has. This is one of the nastiest nightmares I've ever created. A real doozy."
And you let it loose on these people.
I didn't let it loose. It got
You
out of the
lost it.
box. I have a lot of things I have to keep track of, Julian. I'm just very grateful that you were able to find it so efficiently. It seems that it really can hide its presence from the divine. It's always
hard.
nice when you make something and it actually works.
He needs its heart.
Oh, ooh, who needs its heart? You don't want to feed anyone anything this creature has. Unless you want them to end up like that.
Yeah.
Show some respect.
Insight check.
Show some respect for the dead, champion.
I would like to
yeah,
incite her.
Yeah, sure. You have advantage.
Yep, because she's a deity.
Okay.
It's not his target. He needs to get them back.
Julian, it's as vexing as usual. You find her extremely hard to read.
I don't know if you've ever rolled well against Luther.
It seems like everyone's accounted for. You've got the blonde loser. You've got discount deity. You got that guy. I like that guy. Oh my goodness! And you see
Andronicus just says me, idiot.
Who did this? This is exquisite. Is anyone using this? I would like to hang it in my boat.
Julian scrambles up the ledge after her. Don't you touch him!
Oh, it's
You can't have him.
It's a little person in there. She kind of reaches out and she boops your nose. Look at that. Andronicus, the closer she gets to you, the louder the singing of your wife and the murmurs of your children become.
Did she boop Julian's nose or Andronicus?
Oh no, Andronicus. Yeah, she booped the bits of his
and
face.
I'm gonna grab her wrist and say,
geez.
"Don't fucking touch him. You can't have any of them. Take your creature and go away."
And that's what you want?
Julian, wait.
What?
If she's telling the truth, we need her. We need her help.
I respect your decision. I'll leave the creature here and
No. I didn't ask for you to leave the creature. I don't know whether it's poisonous or not, but I'm not feeding any piece of that to one of my friends.
Her attention is fully on you. She seems to have forgotten all about Andronicus.
I want my friends back.
Oh, well, who? First of all, very, very good job making friends, Julian. Secondly, who are your friends?
You're just doing this to hurt me.
No,
that man lying dead there, dissected by this thing that you bred. And then Maya.
She turns around, she sees Andronicus. It's like she's seeing him for the first time. She's, oh my gosh, who made this? Oh, this is exquisite. Is anyone using this? I'd like to hang it in my boat. No one? No one? I don't know.
No,
right.
No, you can't have him.
I'm so confused. I came here to collect my creature. And I was planning to reward you, and then you got all rude.
Well, you tried being mind raped by Esther for 3 days, and then having to kill this fucking thing. Not exactly going to be on your best form.
Julian.
How is my little Esther doing?
Back in his fucking box, the shite.
Oh, isn't? She leans down and she puts her nose to yours and sort of gives you little butterfly kisses with her very long eyelashes. And you could feel her central eye kind of burrowing into your consciousness. And she says, "Oh, there he is. Oh, he's so upset. Oh, so precious. Don't worry. I always have plans for you, my love. Your usefulness never wears out. Don't think because I have myself a proper champion that I'll ever forget about you. Speaking of, Warren, how much longer do I have to wait? How much longer do you need to play at being a hero for these imposters? When will you come and fulfill your true destiny?
There's no imposters here, Lutheria. These are the heroes of prophecy.
Oh, no, I think you're heroes. And I do think that you're heroes of the prophecy. I was referring to that thing over there.
Kyra is as much a god as you.
That is blatantly untrue. Explain to me then why she's here when no other gods could be. She has always been the least. And now, somehow, she's reached a whole new level of less.
She was the only one able to pierce this creature, a creature of your design's veil, and join us. I don't think that would make her lesser in any regard.
I'll have to keep that in mind for next time. Oh, that's adorable. This is a little penis growing out of its butt. That's cute. Oh. She turns around and she's, oh my goodness. Elise, dear, do you know who made this? This is beautiful work. I'd like to hang this in my boat.
You stay away from him. She'll be doing whatever she can to try to piece them back together.
Him, isn't it? Oh, there he is. There's his little face. And she boops your snoot, Andronicus.
This again?
This is growing a bit boring and tiresome. I guess I'll take my creature and go, since you don't want to keep it. And the creature begins to get
slides down next to Orin.
Okay.
Before Lutheria leaves, Andronicus will use his next 2 words to say, "Fix me."
I don't think you're very long for this world once my creature's locked back up. Whatever's keeping you in this state seems to be mixed up in the creature's strange reality-altering abilities. I learned them at the edge of sanity. I thought it would be very fun to put them inside a Hydra. I think it worked pretty well. I wouldn't really call it a Hydra, though. Maybe like a pseudo-Hydra. We'll workshop it.
Ooh, 2 words. False Hydra.
I just got a message. Apparently, Maya, or I guess you Darian of Themis, is waiting for me down below. I've been waiting a while to meet with her.
Warren's gonna get the diamonds from Sibo and from Maya. He's gonna throw Maya over his shoulder and bring her around. Lutheria, here. I think we have 3 diamonds.
Oh,
I think we have enough for 2 castings between Maya and Sibo.
There she is.
Lutheria, please, we'll give you 3 diamonds.
We have one royal diamond and whatever was in Sibo's thing. In Sibo's inventory.
I think it's just 3. He just says diamonds. So
it's the 3 regular the regular ones. Yeah. So we have 1 royal and the 3 regular ones.
He'll offer all of them. Please bring them back and take these.
Actually, would I still have them? Because we did lose all of our equipment.
You're overwhelming me, Orin.
That is a fair question.
They're
would
prison
we have
pocketed. Are they not prison
Yeah,
pocketed?
I don't believe this party goes in for prison pocketing.
Sibo and Noriande. It's like a purse in there. It's a prison backpack almost in Noriande. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I kind of feel like after he shoved his book up his ass when dealing with Ventus, maybe if things started going weird, he might have shoved the diamonds up his butt.
I don't know.
If
he was here in person to confirm that.
Yeah, if we're going with no diamonds, then Oren would go and grab Maya, bring her around, and Lutheria, we have payment. We can double your price.
My
Bring-
prize?
To return them. Maya and Andronicus.
I'm not a shopkeeper or a celebrated sex worker. I'm a goddess. I receive tribute, not payment.
You're a purveyor of souls. You do bargain.
I'm more like the steward of souls, like the mother of the dead.
And I'm asking
But
for these ones
look,
back.
Maya will get to dine with her mother tonight. She gets to be reunited.
In whatever country, whatever people.
They're in good
What-
hands.
What of her mother's legacy? I'm sure her mother would rather Maya is able to fulfill her destiny than dine with her.
Helping Maya is counterintuitive to helping others who are much nicer to me than you are.
You're the servant of your mother. She's
No, I think it's my asking is the issue, Oren.
Maya's personally overseen many great deeds in the service of Thylea. Do you harbor any resentment towards her? I'm sure she would greatly.
I've been very busy. Walk me through it. Well, what has she done for my mother? That would be so impressive.
She's journeyed to her heart tree and communed with it. She's
Oh,
taken
okay.
clippings. She's made an effort to plant these clippings on many of the islands in the Forgotten Seas.
Well, that sounds fun.
You're not impressed.
I mean, it's nice that Maya had a hobby. I'm not sure how that helps my mother.
What is it going to take, Lutheria? Let's just cut to the chase.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I have a few things that I'm interested in. And she kind of reaches out, Julian, and reaches for your curly locks. Do you back away or stand your ground?
He sort of moves his head back, but he lets her touch him.
Okay.
ultimately.
Yeah, she twines her pointer finger in your curls. Says, so much potential. Hmm. You've trained under some of the best and brightest. Surely you could learn something from me?
There's always something to be learned, I suppose. We want our friends back, though.
Oh, I would gladly trade what's his name and a sad lost princess for the gifted one. I would have traded for Oren, but he's so stubborn. I didn't want to be embarrassed asking him and then having him turn me down.
For this, Oren, he looks from Julian to Maya and Andronicus. I would gladly accept your help and offer myself in return.
Oh, now, Oren, I don't want you to feel forced or coerced into anything. I mean, you seem to love being a hero so much and being on the surface and, serving the five gods and all that. I don't want to put you out. Here, I'll just take Julian with me.
No.
And then
Oren
you can
gonna-
have Maya and, what's this guy's name? Aesop. And then you'll be good to go.
No, Julian has his own path to walk. I killed the twins.
Oren,
We've
I...
slayed this Hydra. Done some of your work in Aresia. I would not begrudge this deal. And Oren will say it, he kind of resolves himself and says it meaningfully.
Kyra approaches, and she has a look on her face, and it's the look of a person who's going to try and offer themselves instead of any of you guys offering yourselves.
Now Oren just looks over and kind of shakes his head towards her.
And she looks at you, and she pulls the goddamn ear stuff out,
No, Horn points
yeah.
at Julian, points at her.
Oren, are you sure? You've given so much already. And
No, it's worthwhile.
I'm
Andronicus
not
and Maya.
sure. If I were to...
He needs to find his family. She needs to restore the throne.
Right, I
I've
understand
got no
that.
such lofty goals. You need to lead them.
I'm not a leader.
Not yet. You've got to keep Sibo in line. Look out for the others. If I let you go, Pythor, I couldn't look him in the eye. Couldn't look any of them in the eye if I let you take my place.
I suppose it's the best choice.
Are you sure, Julian? I have a very nice pleasure barge.
I'm not doing this for pleasure. We're considering this because these are our friends who've died in battle. Killing your monster, the thing you couldn't keep in bloody check. You thought, oh, this might be a nice, fun experiment. Well, it costs lives. You bitch and moan about your duties. You're creating more work for yourself. Wake up and smell the hummus, lady. You're crazy, creating your own problems. If you work with people instead of against them,
Julian,
you might...
Enough.
Wait. Are you implying that I'm at fault here? I came here as soon as I could.
You're not at
I'm
fault.
overcome with emotion.
This creature,
Ignore me.
the Hydra, it's the one to blame.
Exactly like Oren said. I'm overwrought. It killed my friends. Ignore me.
Okay. It's hard to ignore someone so handsome, though. Julian is a 2-for-1, though. He's got my sweet baby Esther in there. Plus, it would break a mother's heart, wouldn't it? Oh, yes. I know.
Would you really... Wouldn't you rather save Esther for later?
That's true. He's in a very nice incubator right now. He's growing big and strong.
Think of the problems he can cause if left to the crew. Left
my.
in Julian. And Oren's gonna look at Julian meaningfully and kind of like raise an eyebrow.
All right. You've convinced me, champion. All right. You need anything? Good to go. I don't know. Sometimes mortals like to say goodbye or whatever.
This isn't goodbye, Lutheria. We'll be seeing you again, I'm sure.
Oh, I have no doubt. You're welcome to come visit me on my ship. It's called the Hypnos.
But we would like our friends returned before we say goodbye to Oren.
Yes. Sure. Live! And you see Stavros...
Oh, I thought Stavros was still alive.
And he tears at his eye, and you see that he has a spoopy eye, just like Oren has.
Damn. That's my bad. I would have bargained for Stavros too if I realized.
Maya, I guess I gotta ask. You're in the waiting line, down in hell. Looks like it's gonna be a little while before you get to the ferryman. You keep checking your pockets. You got no coins yet. Nobody's put any coins there for you. But you feel like there's still time. They probably didn't forget you. They might still be alive. I don't know. Maybe. You haven't seen them in the line. You keep kind of glancing back, looking down the queue. You don't see any of your allies there. And a critter arrives. It looks like a horrible, like bluish black humanoid cockroach. And it basically says, "You Darian Themis,
No, wait.
Maya!
Yes.
Yes. You're formally invited to dine with your mother, the queen, on the deck of the Hypnos tonight. Special guest and dinner of Lady Lutheria. It has been long and longer still since your mother has looked upon you. Shall I RSVP yes for you?
And its mandibles chitter, and you see acid spittle kind of dripping from its mouth. At that same moment, you feel your soul kind of being tugged back towards the surface, the ceiling? Question mark?
Mhm.
I guess since it's upside down there, I guess your soul's being pulled towards the floor because
Okay.
everything's upside down there.
Okay. I guess I just think it's like I don't know. This is how it feels to be dead. She's never made it this far. So at first she'll probably say yes, but then if she's feeling the tug, does she know that this tug means that she's being pulled to come back?
Yes, definitely. As a trained divine caster, yeah, you understand what's happening here. He's got he's got 4 arms, and one of them's got a clipboard, one of them's got a quill, and one of them has a deadly barbed spear that is stained with blood and flecked with dried flesh. His mandibles are agitatedly opening and closing. He says,
I have much to do today. Are you coming to dinner or not?
So I guess the question here: does Maya have any idea of why her soul is being pulled back?
You're being offered another chance at life.
Okay, that's all she thinks. It doesn't know
Okay.
like any deals or anything like that has gone down.
Correct.
Anything? Okay.
Nope.
All right.
You assume that Sibo had Revivify memorized and you're good to go. Or yeah. Which seems to be the mistaken impression a lot of people had. So
yeah.
Yeah.
If that's the case, then she would probably try and she'll take the pull and go back.
All right. As you disappear, you hear him say,
I guess that's a no.
all right. And you gasp awake and find yourself at the feet of Giant Julian and Giant Lutheria. She says, well, I think that does it.
Yep.
Oh.
Andronicus too. Part of the
Who?
deal.
Oh, this guy. Oh, yeah. Oof, what a mess. But so beautiful. I just want to take it in for just a moment more. Look at how the blood still flows. Even though all of the veins and arteries are just sort of hanging there. He's still alive somehow. The agony he must be in is so beautiful.
Oh, by the 5. Just take a picture. It'll last longer.
She starts just sobbing openly at the beauty before her. Fine. And in what you could only describe as the second most painful moment of your life, Andronicus, the first one was being taken apart, your bits begin to crawl and slither back towards your spine, painfully reassembling yourself.
After a second or two, Maya's gonna look up at Julian and say, "What happened?"
Well, are you ready now, champion? Or do you still need to say your goodbyes?
Give me a moment, if you would.
All right. I'm going to go talk to my friend Kyra. And they start to talk, and you see Kyra looks like she's holding in a lot of emotions right now as she tries to summon up all the training that her sister gave her for dealing with the Titans.
See, we'll make his way over here.
Yeah.
And I have control of my token back.
Oh, yeah, sure. that was a fake Andronicus the whole time. Yeah.
It's me, actual Andronicus. Am I at 1 HP?
No, actually, you got a regenerate spell, so you're at full. Yeah.
Nice.
Maya, I think she gave you the worst possible option. I think is a raise dead because she really dislikes you.
So I have some exhaustion then, right?
Yeah.
I think you have 5 stacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do not succeed at a cost out of combat.
Yeah.
Yeah, she your piety with her is very low.
I know.
Even if they had diamonds, she would not have accepted them for you.
Well, we had diamonds. We just didn't have the spell.
Oh yeah. I'm just saying, like that would have been a big red stamp. Oop. Rejected. All right, take it away.
Would
Then.
like to speak the
Orin.
manager.
I was in and out. What's happening?
You guys are back.
Yes, but with that one, it's never free.
We didn't have the diamonds.
No, we had the diamonds. We
didn't have the diamonds.
They're with your actual supplies. Yeah.
Right. Well, we didn't have the diamonds, and Maya's the only one that has Revivify.
Deal had to be made.
What deal?
Orin is.
I'm gonna go with
Yes,
her.
go ahead.
I'll be gone for a while, but I'll find my way back.
What? What? And then she like tries to sit up and it can't because my speed is 0.
Julian will kneel down and pick Maya up.
I will Predator handshake Orin and say, "We'll meet you halfway."
Orin smiles. I can count on it. It's...
You should. If why did you're trading me?
Orin, you know he couldn't resist a 2-for-1 deal. 3-for-1 if we count Stavros.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know if I ever met Stavros. No, yeah, I did. Okay.
After everything you've been through, it's completely understandable if your grip on the situation is extremely frayed. Yeah.
We had to go down there eventually anyway, Maya. We were going to rescue... It's already 3-4 other people we need to rescue while we're down there. What's one more?
Well, you could have. Why Orin then? But I was already. I was there.
She's already got my claws in me. She's already got her claws in me. It makes the most sense.
There's so much for you yet to do, Maya. And the choices were either Orin or myself to get back Andronicus and you, and Stavros. And we made a call. We made a decision. It's not ideal, but it's what we've done.
Andronicus is going to throw his arm around Orin and just sort of walk him over here a little bit. And then, Orin, when I use my divine sense, the one granted to me by my oaths, it's more than just a claw that's in you. She's going to try to take it all. You're going to have to fight. You're going to have to fight hard, or there won't be an Orin to rescue. I want to keep everybody else's spirits up, but this is... If we get there, and we find you, I don't know if it'll be you anymore.
I don't think you need to worry. I mean, have you ever known me not to fight hard?
Fair enough.
We'll be seeing each other again, and he's gonna like come bring you in close, and I trust you as another votary of Valis. If something needs to be done, then you'll get it done, and that means anything that needs to be done when you get down there.
I can't take the cold route like you two. I'm not like you. I'm not like her in that. I will do what I can.
That's all I ask. Gorn he nods at you and give you another predator handshake. Sibo?
Just,
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, just don't do the Terminator 2 thumbs up. Not in this setting.
Yeah. Not in the quicksand.
Yeah, down the quicksand.
Sibo,
Yes, Oren.
you need to keep your wits sharp. You need to remember your ties to your old world and to the new. Let them guide you.
Oh, in that case, could I have a finger?
I don't think so.
I'm kidding.
And he nods. Julian, I'll be honest. When I first met you, with the progress you've made, it's astounding. Your quick thinking, it's pulled us out of so many scrapes, and it's always going to be needed. So keep looking at the full picture and keep going.
I will. And I'll make this all worthwhile, Oren. You are the best of us for making this sacrifice. Be well, be strong. We will come for you.
Not if I make it back first. And it's gonna
Well,
nods at you.
I'm not going to lie, if you make it back before we get down there, I'm going to be a little concerned.
Should we think of a safe word?
I suppose. Although I don't know how safe that would be from Eutheria's probing.
Don't worry about it. I think you'll know.
Fair enough.
He nods and moves to Maya. Maya,
And Julian continues to prop up Maya.
Maya, the compass and the soul. You bring everything and everyone together and make them better for it. When you get to Themis, make sure you find those that are waiting for you, and I'm sure you'll do great.
Oren. And Maya's fighting back tears. And she loses that battle. And then we always said, no more deaths, and I went ahead and did it instead. Don't worry, we're gonna go down there and get Hirak, and we're gonna get you too. Find Hirak while you're down there. We'll find you through him.
You can count on it.
And if you do see my mother down there, tell her I'm sorry I couldn't come to dinner.
He nods.
And Maya tries to give you a hug.
Or I'll bend down and give her a hug. Andronicus. He leans in, kind of looking you straight in the face, says, You will save them. And And he looks around at the rest. Says, "They're in your care now." He looks between Andronicus and Maya. You're irreplaceable to the cause. Remember, losing a limb isn't so bad, but you won't survive long without your honor or your heart. See, motions between Andronicus and Maya.
I'm gonna miss you.
He turns and
Huh?
Puts-
Oh,
puts a hand on my shoulder, or on my Kyra's shoulder.
hi, Oren. Hey. So, you gonna do it?
It needs to be done.
I wish I could have found a way for you to. I don't know. I wish there was another way. But she's had her eyes on you long before Versi and I had. And she reaches out and places a hand against your kind of Nyx stained face. Kind of traces the lines there.
Don't tell Valis, but I count you as, if not the strongest of the five, as the most integral. You've brought them together, and it's asking a lot, but you need to keep them together.
Yeah. We're all doing our part.
Yeah. Oren gives her a half hug and turns to Lutheria, the
Oren,
tightness
wait.
of death.
Wait. She stares at you.
If it's going to be a
Stares-
kick me note on my back, don't do it.
Stares
pulled
into
it
the
off.
windows of your soul. Then you can see her look from your right eye to your left eye. She says, "What did the left eye say to the right eye, Oren?"
I don't know. What did it say?
And she leans in and says, "Between you and me, something smells."
That's all I needed for the road ahead. Thank you.
Okay, you got it.
Lutheria. I thank you for bringing them back.
Oh. Well, it's one of many things I can grant for you, champion. We have a bright future together and big plans. And you are the most important part.
Oren, he nods. He takes the spear off his back and just kind of plants it into the ground behind him.
Ooh,
and-
what a nasty weapon that is. Those chimera parts?
Oh no, this is just the one that he oiled up. It's more just a
Okay. Right. Because all your equipment's hidden, et cetera,
Yeah.
et cetera. Okay.
yeah. He plants it and then he just drops the shield, the pack, so that he's standing there in his leather armor.
Mm.
I'm ready to go then. Are you?
Okay. Oh, I'm definitely ready. So much to do. Ah. All right. You have you eaten? You wanna swing by someplace for lunch on the way back to the Nether Seas, or?
I don't really get hungry, but yeah, that's I'd like that.
All right. Why don't we swing by Helios's garden for some elephant steak? Oof, that'd be delicious.
The mention of
And the
elephants,
two
you see Oren grimace.
and the two of you walk through the wall and disappear. And Kyra begins to cry. And she runs to Julian and she clings to his leg and she sobs.
Julian brings his mother and Maya and everyone into a three-way hug.
Okay. Stavros is just kind of sitting there, over here on the ledge, just kind of knees up to his chest, just sort of like staring ahead, breathing slowly, trying to process everything that he has seen. Dick Butt says, "Dick Butt," and disappears. Okay. You guys want to take a 5-minute break?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so that went exactly like we planned it.
Piece of cake.
Jesus.
And we're back.
Okay.
Sibo would start ritually casting Detect Magic.
Okay.
Oh yeah, try to find our stuff.
Yeah. And I guess after we've had a chance to kind of deal with the initial shock of Oren trading himself, Julian's going to kind of like Hulk jump across to get Maya set up,
Okay.
since her mobility is very limited.
All right. Kara strum song while you guys kind of regroup. Andronikos, as the dulcet tones of the goddess of music begin to fill the cavern, you realize, oh, whoops, Chiron can't actually sing vocals. Jeez. All right. As this is happening, you realize that you can't hear the song of your wife anymore, and whether or not it was just a hallucination brought on by the approach of death, but yeah, it's gone.
Can I be Elise now?
Yeah, sure.
Nice.
Okay. Do you need access to Halise?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, in terms of ways you can go to the underworld, that was probably one of the least violent.
It's not wrong. We'll get him back. He's not gone forever. We already had tentative plans to venture into the underworld to perform various rescues. This doesn't change that.
Maya, are you good, or do we need to get you across the way?
I can't move at all.
Literally.
All right. In that case, Julian will move Maya.
Let's see.
And
I'll just follow you. Hold on.
yeah,
Come back.
yeah. Well,
Okay.
are you going to attach yourself to me?
Yeah, it should
Okay.
be good now.
Elise is gonna transfer malady. She'll take on one of your stacks of exhaustion so that you can at least move.
Can you do that?
I think you can.
Really?
Transfer malady here. I mean, would you allow that, Crash? At least they taking on a stack, kind of.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
It's very thematic for her.
All right, at least Samaya,
Okay.
can move.
All right.
Ooh. Okay.
It says enemy, though.
Oh. One status effect from it's one remove to an enemy. She'll consider herself an enemy for a moment. Trust nobody, not even yourself.
Oh boy.
Was the potion that Julian took, is that like a 10-minute deal or
1 hour?
1 hour? Okay.
Nice.
In that case, he's just going to be mindful of the time, because he's the best bet to get Maya back up to the surface at this point.
Okay.
Is Sibo able to find our things buried down here?
Keep in mind the limitations of detect magic. It is blocked by a certain amount of stone and whatnot.
Yep. Blocked by a foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
Okay.
So I don't know how deep you would
staring
have
into
buried.
staring into the quicksand here, doesn't see anything. And then looking down into the ravine, you don't think you see anything down there. But it does stretch into darkness in either direction down below.
Did we ever get anything to establish how deep this quicksand is?
No.
And it doesn't help that we kind of baked the top layer at this point, unless that changed with the creature being taken away.
But I would say that quicksand is what? It's both like stone and water. So we'd say that, I don't know. I'd say you'd probably be able to see a couple of feet down into it. We'll treat it as dirt. So yeah, you'd be able to see like, I'd say probably 5-6 feet in if there was any magic stuff.
Okay.
I'll tie the rope around my waist and say I'm gonna check in here real quick. Just I don't want it to be 7 feet down and we miss it.
Oof. Okay.
So I'll tie the rope around my waist and try to go into the quicksand.
That's also
We'll-
now that you're
we'll hold
now
on
that
to the
you're
other
down
end.
in the bottom of the pit, you start to notice more and more very small human bones or humanoid bones. All right. You lower yourself into the quicksand. You kind of slowly kind of move, feel around. It is sensory deprivation in a terrible way. But after all that you've endured over the last few days, maybe it feels pretty good to have all of yourself compressed so tightly after being flayed open. You sink and grope and sink and grope. You use your blind senses to kind of try to sense if there's anything around you. You're just sort of adrift in a sort of a warm ooze of sand, slowly sucking you down further and further.
While he's down there, he'll sort of take a minute to recall his wife singing, and that he heard it when he was flickering between Thylea and the Nyx. And he doesn't really know what to make of it. Does that mean she's there? Does that mean she's in the underworld? Was it just him? But either way, it was nice to hear it, but it's also nice that he doesn't hear it anymore because he doesn't know how much longer he could have taken that.
Give me an insight or a history check, please.
I feel like those are both trash for me. +1 and +0. I'll take the +1.
Yeah.
At least I did hit you with the guidance before we went in the pit, so maybe
Oh, that's
your
Do you want to use it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. It occurs to you that when Lutheria left with Orin, so too did the song. And that hovering, always within arm's reach of Lutheria, is her blue crystal scythe.
Interesting.
A scythe said to be used for the harvesting of souls.
I will float there a couple more seconds, and then having not seen anything, grab the rope and start to climb my way back out.
Okay.
No luck. I didn't see or sense or feel anything down there.
Perhaps this creature, maybe it ate the gear.
And then Lutheria stole it. I wouldn't put it past her. I will collect this rope, I guess. Orden wouldn't want to see if it wasted.
Aw.
No, he wouldn't. But we can't rule out that it's still down here somewhere. Just we aren't looking in quite the right place. I don't know if that creature would have had the intellect to, eat it. Personally, if I'm, a hideous monstrosity, I'm not going to eat the things that might give my stomach indigestion. I'd rather eat small children. So I might bury or destroy them. And there are other places in here, as Julian looks down, where the bridge broke and what have you, where it could have thrown those things.
I don't suppose while I was being flayed alive, I would have noticed where it took our stuff.
It had human minions kind of carry off everybody's stuff. Everybody stripped down to their undie pants, left all their gear, and then went back to their programmed lives. You remember that? So last time you saw it, the gear was in this cave system.
As far as I know, it was still down here somewhere. I'm not sure where exactly. I could levitate myself down to the bottom of the ravine, look around.
The creature had no need of equipment, from what you guys could tell, nor did it seem to be needing them as bribes for its minions, since it just established full control over them.
Sounds like he could have planned as any. And Sibo, if you've still got detect magic going, Andronicus, I know you just came back from the dead, but do you feel up to having a passenger along with you?
Yeah, that's not a problem.
Yeah,
I
honestly,
do the-
Andronicus, you feel great. You have no
Yeah,
scar.
I've been fucking regenerated. I don't even look like anything was wrong with me.
Yeah,
It's
you have
all just
no scar.
psychological,
Yeah,
just
no
how it
scars,
always
no
has been.
blemishes. Yeah, I mean, you're better than before. You're like brand new factory issued.
I turn to Stavros though. Anything coming back?
Oh, Stavros looks at you and he says, I have seen much horror. And now I have looked upon the goddess of death and seen her work miracles. But she is also the creator of such a horrid nightmare. She brought such pain and suffering.
And she treated it like nothing but a game, an escaped pet. It's the sort of monster she is.
We are taught that she has three natures. And there is the maiden who celebrates life and birth. But there is also the matron who is stern and demanding. And then there is also the crone who is wise but cruel. I feel, in a very short time, that I witnessed all of that and none of it, all at once. I feel sick. I need a drink.
Andronicus looks on at the disillusionment that he himself has experienced many times and just sort of nods like, yes. Yep, that's how they are.
You hear someone clear her throat. That's so who is?
No, this applies to you too. Don't worry.
That is King Stavros. He is the ruler of this island.
My father's name was Stavros. Believe it or not.
Well, do you think you could take Sibo down and see if you can detect anything between the two of you?
Yeah, we'll take a quick look around. So yeah, I'll grab Sibo and then jump off and cast Levitate and then float myself down to the floor.
Sibo's gonna like Yoda backpack you as you try to grab him.
Yeah, 100%.
There they go. Maya, how are you feeling? Are you... I mean, pretty bad probably, but...
Yeah. More than pretty bad.
What did you see when you were down there?
A large blue bug person wanted to take me to go see my mother.
Okay. A daemon. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, to your mother. Well, that's promising. Maybe.
Yeah.
Did you have time to see her? I know you were only out for a little bit, but
No. I didn't get a chance to see her.
oh, I'm sorry. Well, we're planning to go to the undersea, nether seas, so we can, look her up while we're there if you want.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
Maybe by then you'll be like the queen of Themis, and that'd be pretty nice news to give her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Queen of Themis.
Right? It has a good ring to it. Queen Maya. Or are you going to go with your birth name? What do you think would be appropriate? I feel that people should be able to change their names whenever they want, and other people need to respect that, and also the pronunciation. And you see her turn, an eye levitating Andronicus, firing daggers out of her eyeballs.
That is not an Andronicus issue, that's a Nathan issue. I legitimately cannot remember which one to call it.
But I feel it's so on brand for Andronicus.
Everybody's forgetting his fucking name.
I mean, he
right?
doesn't really like the god side of the five, so I feel like he would call her the one that she likes. I just can't ever
Okay, I got
remember which one's which.
Maya, she brushes some very tired snakes. The snakes are just kind of flopping everywhere. So she kind of like moves them back. She kind of ties them up with a bit of ribbon. She says, "It's times like this, I try to think about like inspiring stories, to kind of pump myself back up. So let me see if this helps. A sandwich and a breakfast burrito. They walk into a coffee shop, and the barista says, 'Sorry, we don't serve food here.'
Mm-hmm. And
That's it. That's the story. You have to kind of like find meaning in it, Maybe maybe you just gonna maybe just let it run through the brains, the snake brains. They can help out.
yeah,
Anyways, so the camera cuts back to space explorers Sibo and Andronicos as you guys are hovering along, and Sibo is scanning, whoop, 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 with his detect magic. Man, this is some old school Dungeons and Dragons shit. This is like you're in an actual dungeon doing dungeon delving shit. All right.
Somebody grabbed a 10-foot pole from Tyranny, right?
Yeah, all right. I didn't realize we were running Mad Mage now. Okay, that's cool.
I'm gondolaing myself
I
along.
swear.
Okay.
There was a clue from 4 floors ago that could help us here.
I am gonna run a dungeon someday as a player, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Sorry, I'm a big fan of dungeons, even though I hate puzzles. It's kind of a counter. Like, I kind of need a team of people that like puzzles to carry me through the dungeons, but I do like dungeons as a player.
Gotta have at least 1 or 2. A good note taker and a good puzzle maker. That's a puzzle taker. Those are your Mad Mage wizards.
Yeah, someday. All right. So you got it's unpaused. Go wherever you want to go. I'll tell you if you see anything.
All right. As they do that, Elise says, "You feel her connection to the divine."
Yeah.
All right. She's gonna pump some healing into Julian here. Let's do. I assume she has all these spells prepared for first level. Bless, Cure Wounds, Healing. Okay, just making sure. We'll do a 3rd level Cure Wounds on you. $19 healing for Julian. That's Stavros looking.
Oh shit.
Andronicus, Sibo, do not go too far ahead. We can't see you.
Okay,
What? We can't hear you.
You guys are pretty sure you found something.
Are Sibo's magic senses
Yes.
tingling?
Yes. You see a stash of treasure, and amongst it, you recognize many familiar items.
Oh, so Elpis is here.
It's about damn time you found me, Daddy.
Elpis is your familiar.
Familiar item. That was the joke.
Oh, I get it. Okay. Nice. Sorry.
Oh, so this is a thing to you now. Bringing this up at the next union meeting.
Now, it does look like there's other treasure here that's not yours. I know how you guys feel about that kind of stuff, but...
I'm gonna get it back to their rightful owners, of course.
Of course. Oh, wait.
Orange here.
I have no power here. Curse.
New character, who this?
Okay.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna 18 strength these chests and try to pull them back to everybody else, I guess.
All right.
Siba will help.
Yes, here. These 3 coins. You can carry these.
Oh, come on, Andronicus. You can give me at least 9.
I mean, if Sibo's got his magic back, he could probably...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's got, let's see.
Watery tentacles.
I was going to say...
Probably not polymorph, because...
No, I was about to say polybrachy. I was like, no, that's not going to help in this case.
Yeah, it might, actually. A 2nd set of arms, give it to Andronicus. He can carry...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think the water tentacles is probably better.
Yeah.
Can carry independent. It's like 300 pounds or something per tentacle. Something ridiculous.
No, 100 pounds per tentacle. But still, that's pretty substantial.
Oh, but he's got 3 tentacles, right?
No, I think we can get up to 4.
Either way, he can. You guys can figure out carrying stuff.
I mean, if we're quick, it only lasts a minute.
Oh,
but
shit! I didn't realize that.
Let's see, Polybrachia lasts 10 minutes.
That's probably a better bet then.
Yeah, he'd have to cast that on Andronicus. Get the full benefit. So probably the thing to do would be we get what we can on the first go round, and then Sibo casts Polybrachia on Andronicus.
Okay.
Or the other stuff.
This far back, this seems to be sort of a ledge that is up from the quicksand. Like this area is not as wet and slimy as the others, which seems to have made it a good place to stash things. All together, if you take the time to recover everything, what you see, on the map, not necessarily what you get, but basically the takeaway here is there is a 4th level arcane spell scroll. There are 2 potions of superior healing, a potion of diminution, a ring of mind shielding.
Oh shit.
There is a chest containing 80 platinum pieces. What the fuck is that? 23 drachmae, 2,300 drachmae, 4,000 lepta, and there are 7 tourmalines, and each of those is worth 100 gold or drachmae. Then there is a chest containing miscellaneous art pieces that are worth 25 GP each. That includes a silver ewer, 2 small mirrors, mirror sets in painted wooden frames, 2 carved bone statuettes, a copper chalice with silver filigree, and an embroidered silk handkerchief. So I will post those into Treasure Channel.
A silver ewer.
Yeah.
It's like a
Oh,
pitcher.
fancy word for a pitcher,
Silver
basically.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I've never seen ewer before.
Yeah, I mean, this one's like, ostentatiously over the top, like, yeah,
It's really
What-
fancy.
yeah, like, it's fancy because they got flowers on it.
Damn.
Yeah, put your olive oil in that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like if you bring this out in front of Julian, he needs to make a wisdom save to not become Pansis.
Well, none of them were pots, though. None of them were pots.
Just the craftsmanship alone.
I mean, hold on. Julie could appreciate good, fine craftsmanship prior to
Yeah, but
masquerading as
but has
Fancis.
Julian spent 92 episodes making a pot? I don't think so.
Nobody spent 92 episodes making a pot. We were only under its spell for like a week.
Oh wow, the scroll is Dominate Beast.
Oh shit.
That's a good spell.
We could use that.
In my professional opinion, the Ring of Mind Shielding is definitely the hot drop from that particular set.
That's really good. Potion of Diminution, though. That's need to do some Alice in Wonderland shit.
Want to use it on Sibo?
Yeah, we could have Tiny Zebo again. Weebo, the return.
Ring of Mind Shielding. While wearing this ring, you are immune to magic that allows other creatures to read your thoughts, determine whether you are lying, knowing your alignment, or know your creature type. Creatures can telepathically communicate with you only if you allow it. You can use an action to cause the ring to become invisible until you use another action to make it visible, until you remove the ring or until you die. And if you die while wearing the ring, your soul enters it rather than going to the Nether Seas, unless it already houses a previous soul. You can remain in the ring or depart for the afterlife. As long as your soul's in the ring, you can telepathically communicate with any creature wearing it. Wear can't prevent this telepathic communication.
I guess first things first, you would want to see if
In
there's
this
any souls
in this
it.
campaign setting, especially, that's it's a very interesting item.
Yeah, you'd want to see if there's any souls in it already. No comment. Okay.
Oh, I mean, how would you know other than putting it on?
No, I mean,
You'd have to. I think you'd have to attune before you knew whether it was.
Yeah, and then you
occupied.
would then see if it talks to you.
Yeah, that information you get from the Identify, which I'm assuming you guys would have SIBO do.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I wasn't sure
So
if it was something like that.
You guys have your equipment back, and I guess you have Orin's equipment too, since Orin went down to the Nether Seas naked.
The rope snake looks up at you happily, Andronicus.
Aww.
Looks around. Looks back at you, Andronicus.
It's good to see you again, little one. You're gonna have to stay with me for a little while.
The rope snake's got a little wooden shield and spear.
I want to ask how, but I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna accept it.
They're
Well,
tied. They're tied to it. It's a rope snake.
In 1D&D, they're pushing real hard for small race options, so we're thinking tiny Yuanti.
Yeah, you found my my new
No,
character.
just-
Hello, everybody. They only communicate with sign language, which like hard to do. You thought one arm was bad? Well, let's do no limbs.
I think you do it. You can do it. You shape yourself into letters. I seen it on Sesame Street.
It checks out.
All right. You have any other business here in the cave?
No, I guess.
I mean, I want to check out the other side of the ravine.
Okay.
Crash is like, this fucking idiot wasting our time. There's nothing there. But
No. This is where you kick yourself if like later on I'm like, oh man, too bad you guys didn't go down that other passage. Hey, hey, hey.
yeah,
That's
he
your
says,
god.
as I get
You
eaten by
could follow
ropers.
the other egg.
Ropers are generally the thing you find on the passage that you were curious and you just had to check. Yep, that's definitely what you would normally find in the Underdark. All right.
I appear to have gotten to the end.
Yep. Yeah, it gets narrower and narrower, and then it's gone.
Yeah, Siba would have been along for the ride, pinging all the way.
Mhm.
I want him to make Imperial droid drone noises.
You
They-
want
they
Siba to
have to
make
be-
Imperial
they have to
droid noises?
Imperial droid noises? They can't be any droid noises? Okay.
Nah, specifically like the little floating one from Hoth.
Okay.
Oh, that one.
I'm gonna see what I could do.
Hold on. I'm trying to remember that one.
All black.
No, I remember the droid. I'm
Okay.
trying to remember the noises that it was making. It was something along the line like
Oh dang.
No, yeah, that's not bad.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that.
like I think they genuinely took like people talking and then just like vocoded it or something weird.
I'm hoping that over Extra Life Weekend somebody runs the Fantasy Flight Star Wars. That'd be so cool. So we ran Fantasy
I
Flight
have
Star
the
Wars.
starter kit for it.
But you're getting married.
Yeah.
So rude.
So are you talking about like Empire's Edge or?
Yeah.
They've got like a 3-part one. It's like Force and Destiny, and then like Empire's Edge, and there's like one.
There's a lot of different settings. Well,
But
I mean,
there's some interesting stuff in it.
Best I'm willing to do, I could run I could set up Tabletop Simulator. We could play some Imperial Assault against the app, but that's probably the best I could offer. So, if you haven't played that, it's pretty fun. Imperial Assault's pretty fun. So,
It's on my wedding registry, actually.
Sibo's
oh
stuck.
man, maybe I should just send you my Imperial Assault. I never have time to play board games anymore. I'll message you afterwards. So, I'd feel pretty good giving it to somebody that's actually going to play it. So I gave Cadenex my copy of Gloomhaven. So they took it home and they were like, I opened the box and I looked at it and I closed the box because it was
Gloomhaven's a lot, although
it's a
another
lot. Yeah.
Although another game that's a lot, but we found is actually more fun than Gloomhaven was, Bard's Son. My wife really bought into the
I
kick.
saw that at Gen Con this year and last year.
Yeah,
and it looked
she
really
really invested heavily on the Kickstarter, and we've been playing through it. We've sort of put that to the side because Star Wars Villainous came out, and but no, it's pretty solid.
Nice.
I mean, it's got very good fighting mechanics, but it's so D&D. I'm like, we're fighting and killing things. We're fighting and killing things, and there's no role play.
See, this is the last board game thing we'll say. We'll just start an actual board game club instead of a book club next time. But if you haven't heard of Madara is basically contemporary fantasy 4th edition Dungeons and Dragons with Final Fantasy flavor. Choose your own adventure. No one has to be the DM, but there is a DM and there are story choices. Like, it's absolutely insane.
I bought it at Gen Con last year, and I bought the whole, like, all of it for $160. It was such a good fucking deal.
Yeah, it's insanely fun. It's insanely fun.
So, does this tunnel keep going because Sibo's stuck?
No, he just got stuck in the wall. There you go. All right, so that kind of narrows into an impassable crevasse.
Okay.
Yep. All right, if you would like, you may. I will fast travel you back to the surface,
if you wouldn't mind.
All right.
Once we get our are we still doing a tune with an action?
If
yeah,
if
I
you'd
feel like we had been.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So as soon as we get our stuff back, Maya's gonna get her chakram, attune to it, and then use it to cast Aura Vitality. So while I'm being carried, I'll just have that pumping so everybody can get healed.
Aw, that's nice.
Yeah, I'll instantly, over 18 seconds, reattune to my 3 items as well.
Cool. All right. You guys surf.
Table.
When you guys surface, it is still nighttime. It is still nighttime. But people are out in the streets. They have woken as if from a long nightmare, and everywhere you hear sobs and just misery as people begin to remember what has happened and what was taken.
Well, Andronicus will walk up next to Julian and say, recruiting time, I guess. We need to fill the gaps in our crew before we move on. And I think these people are going to be desperate for some purpose.
I don't think tonight is the time for that, but you're not wrong.
King Stavros, Stavros hears you say this and says, it is quite enticing to leave with you, but and he shows the brand around his ankle. You will be hard pressed to find anyone who can safely leave this island. We have been banished here.
Do we know what happens? Like, is there a magical aspect to the banishing, or is it just like a social aspect?
No, that is when they leave, they start to kind of the effects of like a Geas spell. Like they start to kind of feel drawn back to the island. Like they are prisoners here. Now people do get recruited from here because pirates and outlaws, people that weren't formally banished, but just maybe like crime a lot. They like to come here as like a nice trade post and outpost because this is no man's land. There's no laws here. There's no rules here. And the people that live here are desperate for any sort of food and goods that can be brought into the area. And so they kind of like, it's kind of like the saddest Tortuga, like as far as like a destination spot for ne'er-do-wells out at sea and shady merchants and whatnot.
Of course it's the saddest Tortuga. There's no bloody rum.
Yeah, and the they got snail brandy. But the
same thing, mate.
The children of exiles, of course, are not born with these brands, and then they grow up and can leave and stuff like that. But generally, they grew up around outlaws and exiles, so they kind of grow up to be pirates and outlaws. So But those are the people that are generally recruited. And there are some here. It's just I'm just letting you know that that's kind of his thing. Is he's pointing out to you guys that many of us are legitimately exiled. And then he explains that I myself was the irony of it is the irony of it is your friend Chandras of Mishros placed the brand upon my ankle himself.
I'll turn to Kira and I guess Sibo, just because he knows everything. Do we know of any way to circumvent or remove these, or at least the magical aspect of this brand? Any way to let these people join us if they so wish?
Mechanically, Sibo knows that if Chandras knows how to put the brand in place, he also knows the ritual for removing the brand. Culturally, without a pardon from the king or the queen.
Oh no, I don't care about that part. I just care about the mechanical part.
it would be illegal.
You don't care about a pardon from the queen?
No, not really.
Wow.
I mean, to be fair, being
you guys hear an explosion. You guys hear an explosion from the shoreline, and you see what appears to be some kind of whale launch itself out of the sea and onto the land. It's Bythor.
Wow.
He runs over and he picks up Kyra and he spins her around and he sets her down and he goes, he grabs you guys and he picks you guys up. He picks up King Stavros too and he hugs all you guys way too hard for way too long. And then he kind of sets everybody down and he says, oh, hey, I heard the prayers. But I guess I got here kind of late. Everyone seems fine.
When did you hear the... Well, I guess I don't know when Elise prayed. Never mind.
When did you hear my prayers? I sent them 25 minutes ago or so.
Yeah. Well, no, because Valis said that something bad was happening on this island, and that she couldn't get through to any of you guys, and hadn't heard from any of you guys, and hadn't heard from anybody from Exile Island, and so I came to check it out. So what? Is everything good? It seems everyone's just really sad. Got a lot of sad people here. Oh yeah. There was a lot of crying, going on.
Uncle, one of Lutheria's creatures got loose on the island and was creating a block against most divine interactions and was gorging itself on the children.
Oh, how does such a creature manage to do this? Defy the gods? That seems ridiculous.
It was created by Lutheria. At least that's what she claims.
To do just that.
That's about all we know.
So she made a weapon. She made a weapon that could also elude her.
Yes.
Possibly. We're not entirely sure, because if it could fully elude her, then how did she know it was gone? What reason would she have had to suddenly be like, oh, I'm going to check up on my god-evading, child-eating monstrosity?
Whoa, it eats children?
It did. Unfortunately.
And that's where the crying's coming from.
Yes.
And he looks like he kind of wants to swim back out to the boat.
Yeah, I'm gonna go let everybody in the boat know
That
you
sounds
guys-
like an
yeah.
excellent idea, Uncle.
Okay.
Kyra looks longingly after him because she doesn't want to be the only god on this island when there's sad people bemoaning their fates and crying out to the gods.
Mother, if you want to step away, I don't think anyone would begrudge
I just
you.
don't know what I could do for them. I could barely do anything for you guys. I think Luthir is right. I'm just the least.
No, you're not the least, Mother. You're just the most like the people. Perhaps some of our better aspects, hopefully. Some of the better aspects of the gods. I think you're all those things, but unbiased.
All right. Yeah, I'll just go. I don't think that the people are going to be big fans of the gods after all of this. And with a whoosh of air, she's gone. You hear someone say, Maya! Maya! You see Pitios, the coolest, sorry, the second coolest halfling you guys have ever met, come running up. And he says, there you are. Are you alright?
Wait, you know who?
I know, and I don't know. Your name, it got through to me in a way that nothing else could. It was the name of my daughter, who died and was saved and died again. It's a name that haunts me. So, in the story that we lived, you were my adopted daughter Themis, but when we first met on those docks, when you and your allies first arrived, you were Maya. And I think through it all you remained Maya to me. It is good to see you. You do not look well. What was doing this to us? What had we done to the gods to deserve this treatment? Was it a curse that you have broken? Or so?
It was and Maya looks back at the rest of the group.
Julian
Says-
will step up
it's-
to Maya and say, "Do you want me to explain? We could use this as a recruiting tool."
I'll tell him. It was a creature created by Lutheria that she just happened to misplace and ended up here.
His face contorts in disgust at the mention of Lutheria. That's all you needed to say. He stares down at his ankle, and you see the brand there, and he says, what I wouldn't give to sail with you, to do everything in my power, to thwart her every wish and desire.
Tronicus walks off and starts looking for Chandras.
Okay. Chandras is walking with your other allies, and he is talking to Brianna, and he says,
Yes, well, I do agree that it was problematic if the king was of his right mind and he did respond to your advances, but I don't know how we're even going to cover you going to the orgy house. I mean, I think maybe we should just sort of write this whole adventure off. What do you think? And Brianna says, "It's fine. It's not my first orgy, and it won't be my last orgy. So I had a good time. It's fine." And then he sees you approach, and Andronicus, his face lights up, and he smiles. There he is.
And you were also who I was looking for. Can you do something about these brands? Sibo said that you knew how to apply it, so surely you must know how to unapply it. Is that true? Is that accurate?
It's one of my duties as advisor and arcanist to the throne. I am one of the people who administers the brands of exile, yes.
Well, surely then, with your status, your knowledge, as well as ours, as being appointed to this task by the Queen, we can combine these two aspects to create some wiggle room, so to speak, and free some of these exiles if they wish to accompany us in our task.
I understand what you're asking, and these people have suffered much and more. But even though I tenured my resignation with the throne, I still respect the laws of the city, the state, and the crown. Without Valus or Acastus' pardon, I will not do this thing. I'm sorry. But I feel that you hold a great deal of sway with the Queen, Captain Fishstick. I'm sure you can get permission quite easily.
I pull out my silver dragon figurine of wondrous power.
Mm-hmm.
And I use it to send a message to the Queen.
You don't
Alright.
need that because Sibo's got Valus's
Yeah, this
name
is
and
way more
sword.
interesting, though.
Okay. I just wanted to say.
I want to use my magic item too.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just wanted to save you the week of reset. So
Yeah. The robot dragon ignores Julian, stares at you, waiting for the message.
Find Queen Valus of Mitros
Mhm.
and ask her for permission for the Heroes of Prophecy to recruit from among the exiles of Exile Island to assist in their quest.
Okay. It listens intently to what you have to say, and it nods sagely. It will do this thing for you. Okay. It flies over to Sibo, and it tells Sibo the stuff, and then Sibo just sends it over in his book. It looks over at you, gives you a nod. All right. So
Supply
Sibo
chains
almost.
at work.
Yeah, exactly. It knows its limitations. It's not gonna fly across the fucking
We call
ocean.
that outsourcing, being smart with your
Fucking,
time.
fucking Sidon storms. It's not gonna fly through Sidon storms. So Sibo, you received this message from Andronicus. The dragon would very much like you to help it finish its job because it doesn't think it can make it back to Mitros, but it doesn't want to. Andronicus seems really to believe in its abilities. Could you help it out?
I never
absolutely.
forbid it from subcontract.
Sibo will relay the request.
Okay. You get a message response that says, What was the issue with Exile Island? I had not heard from them in weeks.
Sibo would respond, 3 weeks ago, a monstrosity of Lutheria set up shop and started eating the children and taking over the minds of the people. We have slain it at great cost.
You just see ... That is unfortunate. I am glad you were able to deal with the issues. If any seek to be released from exile, they have my pardon to do so, only if they swear an oath to serve on the crew of the Ultros, under the command of the Heroes of Prophecy. If Chandris is with you, he should know the ritual to free them, but only if they swear the oath. This is my command.
And Sibo will reply, understood, Queen Valis. And just so you know, Orin gave the ultimate sacrifice to save Andronikos and Maya in our fight.
Then Lutheria has him.
Seems sort of the final point of the conversation. So Sibo will now relay all this to the dragon and then direct it to relay it to Andronikos.
Okay, dragon nods. It comes back to you.
Pulled out a small notebook.
Yeah, and what doesn't sound like Valis, it sounds a lot like Sibo's voice. It relays all this information to you, Andronikos. You had no idea that this robot would sound just like Sibo when it returned, and it made really good time to the city of Mitros, which is several days at least by boat.
I just nod to it and I say, "Work smarter, not harder."
It seems relieved.
I relay this information to Chandris. If we find anyone willing to do this, willing to swear this oath, we'll send them to you to have the brand removed.
All right. I will need to secure some reagents from my room on the ship. I'll be back in a few hours.
Of course. And then I'll relay to the rest of the party what I was doing.
And he and Zamrox just steal a boat and head back out to the ship.
Steal a boat. So much for lawful.
There's no laws on Exile Island.
Oh shit!
So it's not theft. They just acquired one.
That's right. All right. Brianna confronts King Stavros. King Stavros stumbles out an apology, and she just listens to it and then says, "It's okay. As husbands go, you did a pretty good job." And he blushes a little bit, and she says, "You have a nice setup here with your 1.5 story house, but these guys, they're bringing the fight right to Lutheria. If you ever want to finish what you started, you might want to get on that boat." And she, disappears into the crowd. He looks very thoughtful.
Is there any particular work we need to accomplish this evening beyond finding a safe place to sleep?
I mean, Andronicus plans on just going around and helping out various people as they get their minds back. But mostly He's doing it to keep himself busy.
Julian would try.
Chandras also brings these children back because
Oh yeah, the two children that we
Yeah,
saved.
those are recruits. What the hell, John? We lost 36 rowers, don't you?
I've had a tough time of it lately. Tough time of it.
Julian would seek out Brianna to apologize for shoving her out of a balcony window.
Oh. She says, I kind of remember that happening. Nobody was really in their right mind, Julian. It's okay.
I was weak, and
Weak?
Esther gained control.
Oh. Is that a thing that could be happening?
It could happen again, yes.
I thought that fancy necklace kept him in line.
The necklace keeps him inside of me. I keep him in line when I'm able to. But that creature, it messed with who I was and my mental strength, and Esther was able to reassert himself. And I just wanted to apologize for letting him get out. And hurting you.
No harm done, Julian. You carry a heavy burden. I just hope that in my own small way, I'm making it a little lighter for you.
I appreciate your apology. I don't think it's been earned quite yet, but I wanted to make sure that I did apologize. I didn't want you to think I was ignoring what happened. But anything you can do to...
You know what? You could make it up to me. While I was Avadne, a local craftsman made me the most beautiful pot I have ever seen. I don't suppose you know someone that can make such a fine pot.
I might know a person.
She smiles at you warmly and embraces you.
I'll work on that in the morning, I think.
And she whispers to you in the embrace, you can't carry this guilt and still carry your other burdens. You got to be able to set it down, Julie.
Julian will just nod, and I guess he will go back to the shack that he'd been using with Zamrox, and he'll just bed down for the night.
Okay.
Yeah, Andronicus 100% does not want to stop long enough to think about anything. So he's just going to keep going and helping people and spreading the word that this was caused by Lutheria and a monster that she made. And he will not rest until he basically passes out.
So you're going to work through the night.
100%.
So as you are, you run into Calculated Thug.
We 100% are recruiting that person.
And Calculated Thug seems to be looking for missing children with their posse of 3 other incredibly good-looking thugs and their very old bald friend, Spooky Thug.
Well, I will tell them about the ones that we rescued and sent to the ship and have retrieved.
Mhm.
I will also tell them about what we found in the quicksand pit and around the quicksand pit.
Okay. This guy, repaired thug, he just vomits at the truth of the situation. All 5 of them look haunted. Calculated thug says, what did we do to deserve this? We are outlaws, exiles, and criminals, but is not our exile punishment enough?
There is no deserving this. You didn't do anything. Lutheria lost her pet, the one that she created and then didn't know how to control. That's all there is to it. You didn't deserve this. No one could deserve anything like that.
But she is the goddess of childbirth. Surely she would not create a monster that feeds on children.
She's also the god of madness and death.
Madness. They all look a bit affronted by your blasphemy.
I've met her.
They seem to be having a theological crisis.
Andronicus saying the same thing that he's gone through
Yeah.
multiple times. There's... Unfortunately, the gods aren't... They aren't always what we want them to be. Sometimes we have to look to each other to set things right. And that's our goal as the heroes of prophecy. We want to set things right. We want to make sure things like this and many others don't happen, can't happen again. We've taken the words better than before to be our motto, our guiding light, so to speak. And it's not just we want to be better than the Dragonlords that were around the first time. We want the world to be better than before. We want to leave everywhere we arrive at a better place than it was when we got there. And if any of you desire, you can be a part of it.
Spooky Thug shows you his ankle and says, no, my place is here. The king himself sent me, along with his own mother. My loyalty to her will never waver. Even when my mind was taken, my loyalty remained. Lady Idylla has earned my eternal respect. You have done a great deed, saving this island. You should go and speak with her before you leave. Sure, she has something for you.
I plan on speaking to as many people as I can before it is time for us to depart. I suppose I can move her up the list.
It is strange to see Triton meddling in the affairs of the mortals of the land. Why are you here?
So I'm the only one of this type left. It wasn't always this way. I represent the only Triton remaining who is against the twins and against Sidon, and Well, I will take allies from wherever I can find them.
Calculated thug looks shocked and says, "A Triton who opposes Sidon? Why? He is your creator. He is your god. He represents everything your people believe in. Strength, storms, pride, excellence. The sea, the sky, the wind. What has he done to earn your ire?"
Sidon, the things he has done are innumerable. The peace is coming to an end. He plans on eradicating as much of the settler population as he can. His sister as well. They see us as an affront upon the land, upon what they view as their domain. And just because someone is an exemplar of certain talents or certain natural phenomenon, it does not mean that they are the sole owner of those things. You can be wise without paying tribute to Valis. You can be gifted without paying tribute to Kira. You can be strong and brave without paying tribute to Pythor. You can be excellent. You can marvel in the storm. You can value honor and battle without being a supplicant of Sidon, without debasing yourself by paying obeisance to him.
Spooky Thug looks impressed, and he says, This was the guiding principle behind Lady Idila's purpose in Mitros. She knew when the Pact of Peace ended that a war was inevitable. She was pushing the king to become stronger, more ruthless, willing to do anything necessary to secure the means to defend themselves against the Titans. Instead, she was exiled, and he was cozened in to the Order of Sidon. Such wisdom from Valis, wouldn't you say?
Something I've had the misfortune of learning firsthand is that the gods have their failings, just as we do. But in our fight against the Titans, it can be nice to know that.
Okay. You've given them a lot to think about.
Sibo would retire to the stables with Nessa and would bring the new loot and would identify items to see if they're magical or not, and also to see if there's a soul in the Ring of Mind shielding or not.
Oh, so he's going to attune to it and see if it reaches out to him?
Oh, is that the only way to tell? I thought casting Identify would allow you to...
Well, Identify will tell you what it does.
Yeah, Identify will
what's
tell
in
you
it.
the part where if you die, you'll go into it, but it won't tell you if it's full, I don't think.
Ah, okay. Well, Okay, he will not mess around with it tonight. He'll wait until everyone else is present.
Okay.
But he will identify the other items to see if they're magical.
That was I like that wisdom save.
Like the handkerchief or the chalice or something.
Okay. Amongst all the stuff that you found down there, because you guys were already scanning for magical items, I already yeah.
Oh,
so-
you already broke it down. Okay, I just didn't know if we needed.
Yeah, no
to be-
worries, no worries. Always
be
worth an
specific.
extra check. Yep.
Gotcha. Well, in that case, I guess CB will just bed down for the night with Nessa.
Okay. Nessa, an empath, is in a real bad situation with all of the sorrow that is on the island. She does not sleep well, waking frequently, or simply being unable to wake from terrible dreams. Okay. I guess morning comes. What is your guys' plan?
Julian's gonna make another pot.
Kind of like wake up and try to go through the motions. I guess at least they would have stayed up with Andronicus all night, so probably still exhausted.
Oh yeah, I have to make like a saving throw to not get exhausted or something, right?
Yep.
What is that, a con?
Yep.
I accidentally rolled twice for some reason.
At least they just kind of passes out midway through.
I'll carry Halise not back to her dilapidated stables, but to another place that I know that she could
Okay.
lay in an
Oh,
actual
so you're
bed.
taking her to the well?
Aw.
Not my place either.
Okay.
Not to go back
Well,
to
I
your
mean, it's
point.
not your place. I mean, it's
King
it's
Stavros.
collective your place.
King Stavros, who lives in a fine 1.5-story stone house, says that you guys are welcome to stay at his place.
Living large, 1.5 story.
Yeah. Hey,
And-
you also as you're heading to his place, you see Keelan, the Minotaur. He is sitting and staring at his half-built gymnasium, and his head is in his hands, and his small muscular body is shuddering with tears.
I will drop Halise off, and then on my way back, I will just clap him on the shoulder and say, "Got a roof to build."
Yes, my friend Mopsis, he was going to help me. We were going to use the gymnasium to train the children to defend themselves. But there is no Mopsis, and that never was. And there are no more children. I failed them.
You didn't fail them. Even when your mind, your soul, so to speak, was stolen from you by this monster, you were still you were building this gymnasium. The point of it was to protect the children even then. Not everything, unfortunately, can be overcome, but even so, you were still working towards that goal, even while you weren't yourself. Your purpose stuck with you. from what I'm able to tell, it wasn't completely that everything that was a person was gone. It was just a certain kernel of you that was still there. So Mopsis, there wasn't that there wasn't ever a Mopsis. Mopsis was just a part of Orin, and he's not
Orin.
gone. Not forever.
I see. So Mopsis was not just a dream or a hallucination?
No. No, he was not.
I have looked for him for hours. He's gone.
He is. But not forever. Just until we get him back.
Where has he gone?
He, in true Mopsis fashion, sacrificed himself to save two of us, actually. The Medusa, Maya, you knew her as Themis, and myself.
Sacrifice. Then he is dead.
I don't know if that's the right word, exactly. He is with Lutheria, but he didn't go through the normal intervening process.
Have you met Pitios? He runs the docks. Sometimes when he is deep in the snail brandy, he tells the tale of how he stole his daughter back from the nether seas.
It's not impossible. We've been to the nether seas before.
Have we?
Yeah, the edge of him. We saw him through the tower.
From
Yeah,
down the
yeah.
hill from the gymnasium are the slums where the creature's lair was. You see calculated thug come running up the hill, and they are carrying a child in their arms, and they shout, "We found them! We found the children! Come, come!" And you see Keelan drops to his hoofs, and he just starts charging down the hill.
This is news to me, so I'll follow.
Okay. All right. As the sun is rising, you kind of look at the group of thugs and exiles and outlaws and survivors, and almost sort of, I don't want to say pouring forth, because there wasn't that many children to begin with, but you see a great many children coming out of the ruins of the old town hall, or temple, or kind of communal building that used to stand there. The children seem fresh and pristine. They look about confused. The people nearby are overwhelmed with emotion. picking the children up and spinning them around, showing them to each other, pinching themselves and the children because they can't tell what's real or not at this point. A calculated thug stands next to you, shows you the child in their arms, and says, I remember this child. They've been gone for weeks. One of the first to disappear. I heard small voices calling for help. And I found them in the ruins near the creature's lair. That's what it was. A creature. A creature we helped feed. I don't understand. I don't understand any of this.
I want to go and look at where they're coming from.
Yeah, sure. The map where Sibo committed war crimes and you guys had to fight off like a purge essentially and all that. You guys went down the water slide down into the cave. That's where they seem to be finding these children. You yourself, Andronikos, see one child sort of wandering around, looking very confused, very, very lost, and very disoriented.
I will go up to said child and hello there. Are you looking for someone? Do you need help?
They look up at you, and you see that they have something clutched in their hands. And you would know it anywhere. It is Oren's bandana that he would use to conceal the Eye of Theros with.
Sorry, where did you find that?
Huh?
The bandana you have there. That's where'd you get that?
Oh. The great mother of death. She told us it was time to go home. And she told me to bring this with you. To bring this with me. Is it yours?
No, but it was a good friend of mine's. She gave it to you.
She took all of us out of a great line of ghosts. We had been waiting there a very long time. And we were all very nervous because we did not have the 2 lepta to pay for the boat. But a beautiful woman, very, very big, beautiful woman, she came and she told us that there had been a mistake. She told us to go home. And she took me aside and she said to me, she said, Kremen, would you be a dear and bring this with you? I think someone will want to see it. And so I did. Is it yours, sir?
If you wouldn't mind parting with it, I would very much like to have it.
Here? For you.
Thank you. Do you have Do you have any parents that I can help you find, or someone that looked after you?
Yes. My father is known as Tad. He is a great man. Somewhat of a ruler, you could say. He runs a wrestling club in our house, but I'm too young to watch or participate.
Ah, yes. Tad.
Have you seen him? I feel like he would be missing me.
So
Hey,
we heard about Tad. Did we ever actually meet Tad?
No.
Oh, I mean, Brianna met Tad, but
You only owed him 300 calorie shells.
Yeah.
Or Francis, sorry.
Francis paid off that debt.
you know, I think I know. I think I know the way. Thank you, sir. What is your name?
It's Andronicus.
Oh, that is a strong name. I will never forget it.
Thank you, Krima.
and he runs off, and he forgets your name about 30 seconds later.
Yep.
And I guess that's where we'll end it for the week.
Right on time.
Okay. Whew. So, schedule's looking pretty good for everybody. Game next week. Extra Life coming up beginning of November. Not too late to change your wedding date plans or any of that kind of stuff. If you are interested in participating in any capacity, please take a few minutes to fill out the survey that got put up on the Discord. Just trying to get a general sense of who's actually interested or able to participate, even if you just plan to show up and hang out and play a couple of games. You don't need to do anything other than just be a part of the community. But if you are interested, we're doing everything from tournaments to one shots, mini series, whatever you think you and interested parties might have the stamina to do, and that you could do over the span of 3 days. We're gonna run it Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, first weekend of November. So gonna try to make sure we have lots of prize support. So if we do tournaments and things like that, that's a thing that could happen. And then it's not going to be just D&D, but like any sort of tabletop, video games. If you just want to get people together to play some Jackbox, I mean, whatever. Any ideas you have for things that you want to do, we'll kind of put them forward and see if anybody's interested in signing up for it. And of course, it is all for charity, so we are trying to get people to donate and donate for essentially seats at the table, so that we can kind of raise some money this year. First year in a long time of not doing the full 24-hour marathon, so feeling a little bit insecure about changing up the routine. But I had to be honest with myself, and this year I just don't have it with all the stuff I got to do for my day job. I just do not have the time to do it myself. So I'm gonna see if the community wants to try to make it happen this year. And Dom's Monster Hunter session 0 is this Wednesday. We
Yep.
will be streaming the session 0.
Sure.
Okay. And I'm going to be a player in it. Remy's a player in it. A couple other people are players in it.
Well, and Lexus.
Okay, sweet.
Sonia, so.
Yeah. So like Lexaeus and
Lexaeus,
Will,
yeah.
Will, and then I guess we have one spot open still.
Yep, one spot is still open.
So there's that.
Gotta
Witchlight.
Red in somehow.
Red's only in 8 games, so I don't know what the.
Red messaged me saying that he would join, but he's already in a game on Wednesdays.
Well, he obviously got a D&D time turner though, so I don't know what he's talking about.
And then what else? Witchlight is they're back in the Feywild. So it's it's still pretty fun and interesting. It's just, like our contemporary fantasy arc is over. If you missed it, it was some of the most interesting D&D
Oh my god.
that I've played and run in a very maybe 20 something years. It's the most interesting and unusual D&D that I've run. So
You
those
described,
VODs are up. If you just want to skip to that part, it's pretty wild.
you
So.
described it as D&D, what we do in the shadows. It's spot on.
But yeah, so that series is kind of winding to the conclusion over the next 8 weeks or so, and then very end of October we'll be starting a Curse of Strahd game. I'm enjoying the prep for Curse of Strahd tremendously. Generally on big long games like that, I'm in the habit of running 2 versions of the game because of the amount of work that goes into prepping for it. You guys would know because you're in Mythic Exiles versus Odyssey Prime. You guys don't realize this, but you guys actually have more content, and I think better content, because like the first group's like the guinea pigs and the pioneers, and then you guys are kind of like, I'm dropping the stuff that didn't work with them, and I'm adding stuff that I should have had the first time. So yeah, I will inevitably be offering up a second Curse of Strahd game. So if you have not popped your Curse of Strahd cherry yet, after all these years, you may want to hold out just a little bit longer. Just in case,
Yeah, part of me wants to rerun Rhyme just so I can do it better the next time.
It is. I mean, I agree with Colville on a lot of things. He's the reason that I even considered running a campaign more than once. Because I was like, never. There's too many stories to tell, and there's too many campaigns to run. I could never run the same campaign more than once. But he put some pretty good arguments up in a couple of his videos about why DMs should run the same campaign more than once. And I agree. Yeah, I think it gets better every time. Yeah. All right.
So
And that's
that's why
about
we're running Mythic Recursion, where we're going to take these same characters, start over the campaign.
Oh my goodness! I mean, there is an Isle of Time in Chapter 6. I mean, if you really want to start the whole campaign over, I mean, it's a possibility. It is a possibility. I mean, some people
I
might
don't know if I
want
want to go back to week-long long rests.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
God, yeah. We pushed on for so much longer than we should have all the time because of those.
It's like, come on, man. You still got 7 health. Let's
Yeah.
get going.
That was our Rhyme experience.
I've got
Rhyme
half
was
a hit die left. I'll be fine.
yeah.
The last
Rhyme was- yeah.
chapter in Rhyme, you guys pushed so hard.
Pushed so hard. So hard.
Like I gave you guys so many opportunities, but no, you're just
Yeah. Yeah. It changes it. It changes. It's interesting how such subtle things can change the game. So, all right. I liked how hard we started in this campaign because the transition from zero to hero, as Disney Hercules would say, was so pronounced. Like when you guys, yeah. And I liked that. I liked that because as you completed those 3 trials, right? Those Hercules trials, it kind of meant something, as you kind of tapped into something that was there, but you had to prove to yourselves was there, kind of thing. So I like that a lot. I don't have any regrets about trying out those mechanics or even using those mechanics. I'll certainly consider using them again for other games, but I will acknowledge that the pacing of this campaign and many others can't support sustained week-long long rest. So. But it was very good for the early levels and kind of getting a sense of who we were and what we were about. So, all right. Well, hope everybody has a safe and productive week. And if you need me for anything, hit me up on the Discord. If you have any questions about the Extra Life stuff, hit me up on the Discord. All that good stuff.
So,
all right.
Before we take off, I posted a link to The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, which is by the same person that wrote the Darker Shade Magic books. It's just Andronicus the book. Like the main character in the book is afflicted with a curse where people like can't remember her like after they turn around. And like
Nice.
I read the synopsis for it and I was like, oh, this is just my D&D character.
It is just the most heartbreaking of all the back, I think the haunted one is probably the saddest and most heartbreaking of all of them. Like the doomed one, at least, like they kind of knew what they were getting into when they signed up for it. You know what I'm saying? But like the haunted one is just so sad. Like Anastasia's story had us all crying numerous times because it's just so sad. So don't worry, guys. I'm gonna take your emotions. I'm gonna pull them out of your bodies. I'm gonna just splay them on the wall like a art setup. It's
Like
gonna
an
be beautiful.
So what you're saying is
Yeah.
our sense of tragedy is beautiful. Who did this? You'd like to hang this on the wall of your ship.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Times
mean,
3.
Hear me out. A human being completely and perfectly dissected and laid out on a canvas would look pretty sweet on your living room wall. I'm just saying. Maybe I shouldn't say that on stream, but still, it sounds
Fair,
it'd be pretty.
In a video
game.
I mean, I've seen the
FBI agent.
museum exhibit
Yeah,
where they have like with the full intact like blood like vascular system,
Yeah.
and, like, the full
it's
intact.
incredible.
Looks
Yeah,
fucking, like it's amazing.
yeah. And then look, there's a little person there, and you boop their
Yeah,
suit.
and then like
Yeah.
it'd be even more amazing if you did it to a fish person.
Yeah. There you go.
All
See,
the
I'm
FBI
glad you
agents right now are like, little sus.
Nah, that's been pretty bad ever since the BronyCon arc. So
Oh, no.
yeah, yeah.
All right. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We're not going down this path, not tonight.
All right. Good night.
All right, thanks for the game.